CSIS.com.
You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show, the most positive business talk show in America. Best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, are inspiring you to get your business right. They know that customer experience isn't just another thing, it's the only thing. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Good morning. Welcome to the Experience Pros radio show. Happy Wednesday to you. Hope this hump day serves you well. It is Wednesday, right? Right. Every now and then, you just kind of get in your head and you're like, oh, wait a minute. I just said it was Wednesday.
Yeah.
Have we gotten that far in the week?
Oh, I hope so. I really hope so.
Yeah, so it is Wednesday, a little Tuesday market recap. Major U.S. stock markets dipped just a bit from record-setting highs. So last week, record-setting highs. Closed out Friday, record-setting highs. Closed out Monday, record-setting highs. We knew that it wasn't going to last forever, so they dipped down just a bit, sinking a tad as investors contemplate a possible upcoming U.S. interest rate hike.
Easy for you to say.
Not easy for me to say, right? The New York Federal Reserve president warned on Tuesday that a Fed rate increase could come next month, a sign that the central bank is confident in the strength of the economy. And at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, the minutes from their latest policy setting meeting will be released, and investors will be looking for further signs of their plans to hike interest rates. Not that is easy to say. Job cuts might be coming for Cisco, following a report that the company is set to lay off 14,000 workers, or roughly 20% of its staff. Said the claim was a rumor and that its next quarterly earnings will be out after the market closes this afternoon. Right? And so they are the ones that own Bath & Body Works, Victoria's Secret, L Brands, and all of that. So Barnes & Noble is also raising eyebrows. They say after it ousted its CEO that the board of directors determined that CEO Ronald, is it Boir?
I have no idea how to pronounce his last name.
All right. He was not a good
the CEO,
fit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, shares in Urban Outfitters look to set surge at the open after they posted better than expected quarterly earnings on a Tuesday afternoon. So lots of interesting changes coming down today, and look for those minutes from the Federal Reserve this afternoon, 2 p.m. Eastern Time.
Oh, that was a lot of fun.
Did you get everything you needed to know, right?
I know. It's a lot of earning reports, and there's a big deal about what oil is going to do and also what the Fed will do. Yeah, based on interest rates, because it could really change the job environment based on how easy it is to start businesses. But I think maybe we should do something a little more fun.
Always do something more fun.
Yes, if you have a choice. And speaking of choices, it is time for You Choose the News, the game in which we take some of those less-known news stories and bring them to you, and Angel gets to choose, well, only the order in which we read them to you. So
you're going to hear them all.
Yeah, exactly. So today we have somewhat of a theme going on for you, kind of a relationship theme this morning. First, we have Mother of the Year. Then we have Mother of the Year runner-up. We have Husband of the Year, and then we have Girlfriend of the Year.
Wow, Bill, the fact that you could find theme-related news stories, because we're looking for lighter things, something you're not going to normally see or hear anyplace else, and you were able to piece it together. Yeah. All right, well, I will go for Mother of the Year, please.
Yes, Mother of the Year. Well, the Kansas Court of Appeals has agreed that Deborah Gomez should really not be a mother anymore, though they permanently terminated her parental rights. See, a little while ago, Deborah Gomez and her husband, Adolfo, were arrested after their kids were found in the back of their car in a Lawrence Walmart parking lot. It was the condition of the kids that alarmed authorities, considering that they were blindfolded and tied up with duct tape. Yes, the couple told authorities they were traveling from Illinois because they believed that the world was ending and the children were demonically possessed. Now, Adolfo was outside when the authorities showed up. They had to tase him 3 times just to get him into custody. Inside, the wife, Deborah, was casually shopping. Inside her cart were a baseball bat, several rolls of duct tape, and 2 tarps.
Oh.
Yes. So this probably was something where you ended up actually saving the children's lives, but the odd thing is that she actually petitioned the court to give her parental rights back.
She wants the kids back.
Yes.
But it looked like the kids were not going to be with us.
Exactly.
So
yes.
She just have unfinished business.
I know. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking.
That is.
Yeah.
Wow.
Telling you, Mother of the Year.
No.
Okay.
Oh.
Now we've got Mother of the Year runner-up, the Girlfriend of the Year, or the Husband of the Year.
Let's go with Girlfriend of the Year.
Girlfriend of the Year. See, a woman has been arrested by Crestview Police Department after she has been stalking her former fiancé. Strangely enough, she's been showing up at his job, at his house, at his parents' house, where he's going on dates, where he's hunting for houses, all at these unique times, and come to find out, the 48-year-old woman admitted to friends and then the police that she installed a GPS tracking device on the man's vehicle and was using it to track him wherever he was going. They had dated for 3 years, according to the arrest report, and the man had just recently ended the relationship. He noticed there was going to be trouble when he went on a date with another woman while inside the movie theater. The ex keyed the other woman's vehicle. The woman also had followed him to homes that he was considered buying, left notes on his car, drove past his parents' house. She was even spotted peeking through his windows at his new residence.
Oh.
Yes, I'm telling you, it's not over. It's really not over.
Somebody needs closure.
Yes, exactly. It's not over until I say it's over.
Oh.
So now, Mother of the Year runner-up or Husband of the Year?
Let's go with Mother of the Year runner-up. Maybe it's got to be better than the lady with the baseball bat.
Yes, but only slightly.
Oh.
Yes.
Well.
Now, a mother of 5 has been accused of relieving herself on a war memorial in England. So oddly enough, on the eve of the anniversary of the first time she did so. So
was this a little fetish thing that they had going on?
I don't know. See, the mother of 5, now the thing is, the 45-year-old allegedly pulled down her trousers and relieved herself on the Remembrance Monument in Essex on June 30th. Now, that was one day before the 100th anniversary of the start of this remembrance in the town, and oddly, almost 1 year to the day of when she was first arrested doing the same thing.
So she's done it twice.
Yes,
1 year on the anniversary.
Yeah, like one day before the anniversary. Yeah.
Oh, look at what do I have to do
what
today?
I have, yes.
I got to get some shopping done, right?
And
And I got to go pee on the thing.
Got to go pee on the thing today.
Right?
Yes, exactly. Like it was planned out in her. And this is the thing. She's a mother of 5, and both times she did it in broad daylight, was caught on security cameras, and there were more than a dozen witnesses. She does, however, claim her innocence, despite all the other evidence to the contrary.
So she does it in the middle of the day when there's people around.
Oh, yeah, totally. Right in the middle of anyone. Yep, right there.
And in public and on schedule.
Yes, on schedule.
And but she's denying it?
Yeah, she says no.
Twice with witness, even security camera.
Yeah. So she's saying no, she didn't do it, and she even yelled at police officers and threw a bottle at them.
Threw something at them as she's pulling up her pants and zipping up, right?
Yeah, she says no, she didn't do it.
Does she shake?
I didn't watch the camera.
How do you
I don't know. Yeah, you kind of go in commando there. I'm not sure. So now should we talk about the Husband of the Year?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is not going to end well. So, okay. There's been an odd twist in a case in Morgan County. A husband is trying to help his wife get out of jail, even though she wants him dead. Now, Sarah Shepard is accused of paying an undercover police officer to kill her husband. In fact, the police plot in order to trap the woman went so far as the husband faked his own death before she was arrested. But now the husband is saying that she's not capable of that. She has trouble even making out a grocery list. She could never have devised this kind of a plot in order to kill him, despite the fact they also have sworn statements from friends and neighbors who said she had been talking about wanting to get somebody to kill her husband quite frequently. But he's come to the court to ask for a reduction in her bail, and hopefully they can work things out.
Oh.
Yeah, I think somebody has blinders on.
Oh, he just misses his baby.
He does.
He's like, I can't get special visits?
Yeah,
well, then can we get her out?
Can we just get her out, please? No conjugal visits?
Right?
Yeah. I just think that, really? She was trying to kill you. Like, no, we can work it out. I'm sure it's fine.
Oh, yes. Time. See, they say time.
I know.
Is everything.
I know, they do. Oh, now we just have time enough for one bonus story. Unfortunately, not romance in nature. So, on Monday, Peoria police were notified by a city employee that there was a man standing outside the police department urinating on the wall.
What do you have, like all these little pee-pee stories?
Well, I did kind of group those together. Yes, I did. Now, when detectives responded, they found a large puddle just outside the station's entrance, and the caller had told them that the man actually went inside the police station. So detectives wandered on in, and they found 55-year-old Joseph, and he said he was there to pick up his impounded vehicle. Officers say there was a strong odor of alcohol coming from his breath and off his person, but he assured officers, quote, "I am not intoxicated." And they spelled it that way. I'm not intoxicated. I've definitely not been drinking. I've only had 2 martinis.
You had said he had peed, and when you were starting to say a strong odor, I thought, ew.
Yeah, no.
But at least, he covered it up with his alcohol.
Yeah, well, I'm not intoxicated, officers. What are you doing?
Well, we are not intoxicated or whatever that would happen to be, but we are happy that you are tuning in.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
I woke up last night to wind and hail. The wife was screaming. The kids did well.
Look at our roof.
They cried and cried.
The outside of the house is now inside.
The ceiling caved in.
New insulation.
Everything's leaking.
Everyone's freaking when my know-it-all neighbor came over and said,
"You know who I like."
"Who?"
Golden Spike.
Hi, this is Spike McCarthy, and our promise to you is roofing done right to the last nail.
Call Golden Spike Roofing when your roof needs a fix. 303-942-1386. Golden Spike Roofing.
How many times have we quit drinking only to start again after a few days, maybe even the same day? I'm Greg Hoffman, founder of Go Sober. There's a reason we can't stay quit for long. When we drink alcohol frequently, over time it dampens the reward response. Then, when we quit, we can't produce enough rewards, so we go into a deficit and our brain starts cueing us to replenish. Alcohol does this instantly, so most of us resume drinking. The key is, how do we restore the dopamine response so we get what we need naturally once again? At Go Sober, we not only restore the dopamine response, we also stack the deck in your favor to produce these rewards naturally like we used to before alcohol. Call us today to find out how this works. Our goal for you is indifference towards alcohol and happiness starting today. Call us at 303-827-4837 or find us at gosober.org.
Reset your life. Call Go Sober, 303-827-4837 or visit gosober.org.
Stifling regulations, the overtime rule, burdening healthcare laws, overtaxation. Small business in America is under attack. My name is Jeff Wazen, and I serve as president of the Colorado Business Roundtable. Today, business failures now outpace new business startups. In order to protect the American economy, we need to implement policies that will help small businesses grow. That's why the Colorado Business Roundtable is proud to support the Bring Small Businesses Back national tour, kicking off right here in Colorado. This tour will discuss real ways to fight back against the record number of new regulations and burdensome mandates. Join Job Creators Network President Alfredo Ortiz, Congressman Mike Kaufman, Heidi Ganal, and KNUS host and Denver attorney Dan Kaplis on Monday, August 29th at 8:30 a.m. at the Hyatt Regency DTC. Visit cobrt.com or 710knus.com to register for this free event and learn more about the Bring Small Businesses Back tour.
This is Dan Kaplis. A wise person once told me, if you don't have a seat at the table, you are going to end up on the menu. I think that applies directly to personal injury and wrongful death cases. If you're not represented by a highly accomplished law firm, the insurance company is probably going to eat you for lunch and you'll never even know it. So if you want to make sure that you and your claim are treated with the respect you deserve, give me a call. We are a serious firm for serious cases. And for 30 years, we have proven our ability to go up against the best the other side has to offer and to win. Our personal injury clients include everyone from the poorest of the poor to CEOs, teachers, farmers, police officers, doctors, lawyers, and professional athletes. We are able to make the vast resources of our firm available to good people from all walks of life by taking righteous cases on a percentage fee basis. You can reach me at 303-770-5551. That's 303-770-5551 or dancaplisslaw.com. That's dancaplisslaw.com.
This is the Experience Pros Radio Show. Got an opinion or want to ask us a question? Email radio@experiencepros.com or message us on the Experience Pros Facebook page, and we'll interact with you live on the show.
Good morning. Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Eric is on vacation this week, so Bill, my producer, is hanging out with us. You know, Bill, I've got an article that says if you want to improve your business, in addition to all the other things that you're doing, and it also works for your personal life as well, that to focus on changing things by a certain percentage.
Okay.
And if you were thinking, okay, I want to change my financial situation, I want to change, maybe lose some weight, or change our our work situation, anything like that. What do you think the percentage would have to be in order for you to see results?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, I always think that 10% is a nice goal, but it seems like too minimal. So I would almost go to like a 25%.
25%. Like if you want to see results, right? I want to see, I'm going to make a change. I'm going to take the effort to do things different. I want to see results. I should see about 25%.
Yeah, but that's hard because 25%, depending on what you're doing, that's a significant chunk of something. Yeah,
right? And it's probably too big for most people to take over. Like I'm going to
too big for me. Yeah.
Eat 25% less, or exercise 25% more than I'm doing now.
Exactly.
25% of zero, right? No.
Yeah, exactly.
It actually.
Yay.
So before I tell you the change, the percentage, I went down to read the comments.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I'll tell you the number. The number, according to this article, is 2.
2?
2%.
2%?
They say focus on changing things by 2%. And so I went down to the comments to see, okay, nobody's buying this, right? What's 2% going to do? It's not even going to move the needle at all.
Yeah.
16 comments, every one of them agrees. One of the best ever, should be on everyone's wall. That little extra adds up quickly. I mean, it goes on and on. So I thought, all right, well, maybe there's something to this little 2%, because I was thinking there's no way. He says, for example, raise your prices by 2%. I think if you raise your prices by 2%, nobody's going to make a stink about that. Nobody's going to notice.
Yeah.
Right? I know Starbucks just raised the price on all their beverages 30 cents per beverage, right?
Yeah.
And that was not enough to get people to really change their buying behavior, but you do think about it. You do pay attention, and people are talking about it.
Yep.
He says, eliminate 2% of your variable costs. So thinking if I raise my prices 2, I eliminate my costs by 2, there's a 4% margin, right?
That's
and it's probably even bigger than that. Focus on the bottom 2% of your team and ask them if you really want them on your team. Ouch. Right? And so depending on the size of your team, if you had 100 employees and you're talking about 2, it's not a significant game changer to the loss of productivity, probably, and to the loss of the entire team. But probably 2% of the payroll and all of that, right?
Yeah.
They said when you cater in food for a meeting, arrange a long-term relationship. Ask for a 2% discount.
Oh, okay.
Right, I'm going to buy from you more than once.
Yeah.
We had in the office that we're leasing, we have a couple years still left on the lease, and we have this hallway in the office where it seems like everybody rubs their computer bags against. There's this line of scrapes.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
And it's ugly.
Yeah.
And so they came in, they were talking about something else, and as long as you're here, can we look at this wall and having this repainted?
Yeah.
He's like, we don't really usually do that. He said, well, we've actually brought in 4 other tenants into the office, into this building. He's like, I think we can have your wall painted, right?
There we go. Okay.
Just asking sometimes for a little bonus or a little 2% discount. He says, take advantage of any prepay or early pay opportunities from vendors who offer a 2% or greater discount. And I think that as a vendor, I know you're a regular client, you're looking to negotiate 2%, something we could probably have a little wiggle room in.
Yeah,
right?
That's true.
Go through all your recurring payables. Ask yourself this question: do we need it? See if you can cut at least 2% of them. Next time you buy something at the Apple Store, ask if you're getting a business discount, and if not, ask for one. 2%. I can give you a little 2%, maybe. I don't know. If you get paid using online credit cards, explore options that are 2% less expensive. If you travel a lot, consider doing 2% more video conferences.
Okay.
So traveling 2% less. He says this works for your personal life as well. You want to lose some weight? I think I'm going to only lose 2% if I eat
I like
2%.
that.
Although, but 2%, I mean, that, like, what is that? 2 pounds out of every 100,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So,
That's
I mean,
not bad.
not a lot, but
No.
eat 2% less, exercise 2% more. How could you exercise 2% more? Like, what would that equate to?
One more squat.
One more squat, one more
that's good.
push up,
Yeah.
one more.
Feel that burn.
Right?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I'll have to do
There
some
we go.
squats during the commercial break. If you're tired, sleep 2% more. I have an article on.
Just an extra 15 minutes. That's all.
That sounds nice. Like I'm thinking 2% is not a lot, but when you said 15 minutes,
Yeah. It is kind of nice.
track your heart rate. See if 2% more sleep will lower your resting heart rate by 2%. Cancel 2% of your meetings. Spend 2% more time each waking day with your spouse, kids, parents. 15 more minutes, like with your kids, would probably be a game changer.
Yeah, it would be.
Making them feel. Okay, so this is weird.
More valued, yeah.
I'm going to tell you this really weird thing.
Ooh, okay. I like weird things, yes.
We have some friends who are their kids are younger than ours by several years, but they have the same age difference, son and daughter, 4 years age difference, and the younger daughter is feeling because now her brother is driving, and now he's in high school, and so she's feeling abandoned.
Oh.
And she's actually talking to like the school counselors because she feels abandoned. And so when we were talking about, spending just 15 minutes a day, eyeball to eyeball, looking at them and having that conversation, it just broke my heart. She's 12 years old or 11.
Yeah.
And because her brother is growing up and they've always been so close, he's got his own friends now. They're in different schools and he's driving and she feels like he's still at the house. He's got homework. He can't play like she does. And so, so he's going to have to spend 2% more with her. Take a 2% break during the day. Spend it going for a walk, fishing, or just sitting quietly on a bench. He says, you get the idea. He says, as entrepreneurs, we spend much of our time on transformative change.
Yeah.
And so, big sweeping things that have, right? If you're going to come in and make these big sweeping changes, it's a lot of times too overwhelming for people to tap into.
But from changing 2%, that's a minimal change and easy to accomplish.
Yeah.
This reminds me of, there was an article we talked about a number of weeks ago, the stake clause, where a guy talks about when he's negotiating with a vendor that he always kind of throws in the stake clause, saying that, okay, I'll pay the higher price, but once a year, you have to take me and my team out for a steak dinner. And it creates a nice relationship because they get to sit down and talk. But again, that's 2%. It really is not going to cost that vendor that much once a year to take you out to a steak dinner. It's literally like the 2% rule.
It is. Yeah. And so I think I might be a believer. I was pretty skeptical.
I was too. I think I can do 2% more exercise, and I'll try to eat 2% less chocolate. That's going to be difficult. Already.
Though? When you look at a chocolate bar, and you're only going to that's like leave one bite unbitten. Like just one bite left.
But then you have that one bite that's sitting there all lonely inside.
You could share it.
Forlorn.
You could share it when you're spending that extra 2% time with your kids or somebody.
But I've got 4 kids. All of a sudden now half my chocolate bar is gone. So now I'm losing 50% of my chocolate.
Not kosher.
Yeah, that is not good. I'm not giving up 50% of the chocolate.
Not 50%.
No.
2, I was okay.
2, yes.
50%. Well, listen 2% longer to the Experience Pros radio show every single day. An extra 15 minutes. Get up 15 minutes earlier and see what an impact that makes on your day as well. Helping you get your business right every weekday morning right here on the Experience Pros radio show.
You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show, America's home for positive business talk.
Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no
A nickel ain't worth a dime anymore. Now there's a brilliant piece of analysis from that well-known economist Yogi Berra. And if you've looked at your 401k lately, you'll know what he's talking about. These days, a nickel still ain't worth a dime. And our new radio station will explain why. Money Talk, 1690 AM, is all about economics and life. From how the turmoil around the world affects your wallet to retirement planning. We'll help you make sense out of it because we're all about money. Money Talk. 1690 AM.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
This is Dan Kaplis. Our firm is dedicated to always being on the leading edge of the practice of personal injury law. That includes game-changing, next-generation technology, nationally respected experts, and innovative visual tools that help us bring our client's case to life for the purposes of settlement or, if necessary, trial. We only accept a limited number of cases, so we're able to devote to each client our full arsenal of technology, skilled attorneys, and staff. We are a serious firm for serious cases, and we make the vast resources of our firm available to good people from all walks of life by taking righteous cases on a percentage fee basis. If you'd like to talk with me about your case, just give me a call or email me through our website. There's no charge for an initial consultation. 303-770-5551, 303-770-5551, or dankapleslaw.com. That's dankapleslaw.com.
Where do you keep the things that are most important to you? At home, right? But just how secure is your home? Do you own a security system? And if so, is it currently being monitored? Have you signed up for monitoring service only to find out there were rate hikes and other hidden fees buried in the fine print? It's time for something different, something better. ProSec is changing the way Coloradans look at security. ProSec will send a professional to your home, evaluate your needs, and give you an honest assessment. No hidden agendas, fees, or complicated contract terms. And with ProSec, your monthly rate is guaranteed for the entire term of your agreement. Stop paying those increasing rates and let ProSec take the mystery out of home security. Call 303-835-8100, 303-835-8100, or visit ProSecAlarm.com. That's PROSECalarm.com. Get a free home security camera system or up to 4 months of free monitoring with new account activation.
This is Lon Chen of the Hoover Institution for townhall.com. Amid much fanfare, the Affordable Care Act, more commonly known as Obamacare, was signed into law in 2010. President Obama claimed that the law would both expand coverage to more Americans and lower health care costs. More Americans have health insurance today, but with that has come more government spending and greater federal intrusion into our health care system. So how about the law's other goal of lowering costs? It's come nowhere close to hitting the target. The president promised that Obamacare would lower health insurance premiums for a family of 4 by an average of $2,500 per year. But each year since the law's implementation, premiums on Obamacare's health insurance exchanges have increased. In fact, many Americans who get their coverage on the exchanges will see double-digit percentage increases in their premiums next year. And premiums on the individual market will increase an average of almost 23% in 2017. It's no wonder, then, that Obamacare skeptics keep fighting to repeal the law and replace it with market-oriented reforms. As well they should. I'm Lon Chen.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a business revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin story of great customer service by using the hashtag FanBrag or calling the Fan Braggin hotline at 855-FAN-BRAG, FANBRAG. Now back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
The following portion of the Experience Pros program is sponsored in part by Job Creators Network.
You are the lifeblood of the American economy, the small business owner. You may have 1 employee or 10. You may even have 20 or even 50. And you keep working harder and harder to keep your business going. Ever increasing taxes, ever increasing regulations, and ever shrinking access to capital are making it tougher than ever to grow your business. And no one is out there fighting for you. No one is out there educating the public, elected officials on local, state, and federal levels about your struggles, about your concerns. It's been said that small business owners are the lifeblood of the economy, and it's true. And it's why our economy is hurting, because you are hurting. That's why American workers are struggling, because you're struggling. For the first time since records have been kept, more small business owners are dying than being born. More small business owners are throwing in the towel because their own government has been making it harder and harder to survive, let alone thrive. That's why I'm so proud to be working with the Job Creators Network. They were founded by entrepreneurs and business owners just like you. Entrepreneurs and business owners who believe that the best way to fight back bad government policy is an educated public, an educated workforce, and educated public officials. If you're a small business owner, I urge you to join the Job Creators Network for a great free event on August 29th at the Hyatt Regency Denver Tech Center at 8 a.m. That's August 29th at the Hyatt here in the Tech Center at 8 a.m. And you can bring people who also own small businesses. The more that we have there, the more powerful we are. You'll see and hear some great small business owners just like you from right here in Denver fighting for you, with real-life solutions to all of our real-life problems. That's the mission of Job Creators Network. I urge you, if you're a small business owner, make time and get to the free Job Creators Network event at the Hyatt Regency Denver Tech Center, August 29th at 8 a.m. Remember, that's just next Monday, or 2 Mondays from now.
Yeah,
Just 2 Mondays from now. August 29th, 8 a.m. You can go to defendmainstreet.com, the website defendmainstreet.com, to learn about the Job Creators Network, to see who the guests are, the panel that is going to be at the event. You can even register for it. Get more information about the Job Creators Network and the Bring Small Businesses Back campaign, defendmainstreet.com. And we will all be there on August 29th at 8 a.m. Hope you will be there too.
Broadcasting live, and you guys will be at the event. And it's exciting because, again, it is difficult for entrepreneurs to find that extra time in their day to, talk to government. You guys are doing so many other things in order to keep the business up and running. This is your lifeblood, but you're also the lifeblood of the economy. And this is a chance to network with hundreds of other business owners, and they understand your pain. They're going through the same growth problems that you are. They're facing the same hurdles, and now you have one unified voice, and that's how you move legislation. That's how you change the rules, because how many times have you, as a job owner, sat there and said, oh, if only I could do this differently, but this law says I have to do this, or this regulation is slowing down my growth. This is a chance to change it.
It is a chance, and we can come together. When we are unified, we can make a difference. And I think the timing of it is perfect as well. When you think about August and how the weeks fall, it's this little extra bonus Monday, these like 3 little extra days in the week, and it's right at 8 a.m. You'll be out by 10. You can get back to work and on with your day. So it's not going to take it's not a whole long day event. It's just in the morning, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on August 29th. So join us for that. So my friend Karen Sussman, she sends me these emails, and she says that sleep deprivation is the latest crisis that we are all having.
Really?
And she says, don't quote me on this, but I just read that Donald Trump only sleeps 3 hours a night. Okay.
Can I take a nap then during this segment? Is that okay?
Yeah, you should. 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Just 2%.
Okay. Just going to close my eyes.
She says many people brag about how little they sleep. They wear bags under their eyes like elite badges of courage. Some sleepyheads regard people who get 8 hours of snoozing a night as slackers. No, we just envy you.
Yeah, exactly.
Latest studies show sleeplessness is a big health, productivity, and stress risk factor. Sleep deprivation affects safety, decision-making, reflexes, mood, anger, like on and on. It also can interfere with weight loss as well. So here's what she says you can do. She says there's nothing heroic about getting by on very little sleep. You're damaging your health, your work, and your relationships. So sweet dreams. Get a checkup. If you need to, maybe you have something that's inhibiting your ability to sleep, let your doctor know about your sleeplessness. And she says not so you can get drugs, but so you can be checked for any physical problems that could be keeping you from getting a good night's sleep.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
She says leave work at work. If you work at home, don't let work spill over into your family time. Easy to say, hard to do, of course. She says visualize a gate that you walk through at the end of your workday. See yourself closing the gate on work, lock that gate, and don't unlock that gate until the next morning.
Oh, nice.
That's kind of powerful. I'm done with work. We're putting it away. We're closing that door today, especially if you work from home. This is really hard. And I'm sure she'll get down to this.
Yeah.
Like, don't have your office in your bedroom. You don't bring your computer to bed where you're checking emails. Unplugging. I was on vacation last week and staying unplugged all the way through until Monday morning was, I was like this constant, especially the last 2 days, internal conversation with me. Go check it. No, don't check it. Go check it. It'll be there Monday.
Yeah.
But I can get a leg up, right? It's going to be overwhelming. Nope, it'll be there Monday. You're still on break. So
that was interesting. If I can just for a second interrupt. When I went to my brother's wedding in St. Louis, we went 4 days at one point because everything was going on with the wedding where we didn't literally turn on a television and watch the news. And I didn't check any of my emails outside of things that were coming from the family about the wedding. And that was amazing. Right? I mean, it really was. You were in your own little wedding bubble for 4 days and you escaped everything. And it was refreshing. It was ridiculously how refreshing it was.
It is nice that you can actually focus on where you're at.
Yep.
Really be in that moment versus distracted.
Yeah. And you forget how much of the time there is kind of that person sitting on your shoulder talking to you about work. We got to check this. You got to do this. Mm-hmm. If you just spend 15 more minutes doing this, just like our, going the opposite way of our, getting 15 minutes less or giving 15 minutes more to the kids. Well, this email will just, you could do it right now, just like you're feeling. I could get ahead if I just checked emails now. I'd be ahead for Monday, but it's still going to be there.
It's still going to be there. And, and then I've just cut myself short.
Yeah, exactly.
Of my relaxing time.
Yeah, you've robbed your vacation.
Yeah. Right? And not necessary, it's completely unnecessary. There's no emergencies.
Yeah.
There's nothing that can't wait. It's just in my head thinking, I got to know. I want to know what's going on. I got to be a part of that. I can't.
Yeah. You've got to be prepared. What's coming up. Yeah.
She says, watch the internet habit, turn your computer, tablet, laptop, and smartphone off, right? Just like you had talked about.
Yep.
Don't check your emails just one more time before going to bed.
Just like you want to all the time.
You do, right? And then she says, develop a better bedtime routine.
Really?
Warm bath, warm milk. Jot down 5 positive thoughts.
Someone come over and tuck me in after giving me a cookie.
Read 15 minutes. Yeah, give you a cookie.
Yes, I just want a cookie. Warm milk. And tuck me in. But strangely enough, I was actually, last night, I was playing video games with one of my sons, and we're playing, and I looked at the clock, and it was 8:22. And I went, ooh, guys, I'm like, I have to stop right now, because we just completed one segment of the game. I'm like, because I need at least 30 minutes for my brain to slow down. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to get to bed.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, really? I'm like, yeah. I go, believe me, it happens when you're older. I know you guys don't think it happens to you. It does. But yeah, they all turned off their video games, and we went downstairs and hung out for a while. But it took me a while to learn that.
It does. It takes that unwind that you can't just walk in the door, turn off the TV, and and instantly, especially when we're trying to go to bed earlier and we're exhausted. So you need that little break between electronics. There's something about the light and the blue light that gets in our head and everything.
And the rapid movements of things across the screen, your eyes trying to track things.
She says you should eat carbs for dinner, that'll help you sleep.
Oh, okay.
Stay away from stimulants like caffeine, right? And if you take caffeine, only do it in the morning, nothing in the evening.
Okay.
Avoid alcohol before bedtime. It makes your snoring worse.
Really?
Oh my gosh, I did not know that.
I had no clue. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It may help you fall asleep, but it also makes your snoring worse. Plus, it doesn't make you feel good about getting up in the morning. So the effect more has that impact in the morning. Avoid bright light around the house before bed. Dimmer switches in the living rooms and bathrooms before bed can be helpful. And they can also be set to maximum brightness for your morning routine so that it makes you feel more alert when you've got that bright light in the morning.
That is nice, but I kind of feel like a vampire.
I know a lot of us here get dressed in the dark, right? Because we don't want to disturb anybody else.
Yeah, can I tell you the number of times that I have picked out, because I pick out my clothes out of the drawers in the dark and I kind of know what's there, and I pick it up and then walk into the bathroom, turn the light on and go, That's not what I thought I was wearing today. We're going to have to go back out in the other room again.
Surprise!
Yeah. Surprise. Yes, you're going to look like a clown at work. Yay!
All right.
Yeah.
Well, do what you can to get a little bit more sleep. Don't wear that as a badge of honor. But if you're already up and going this morning, getting your morning started, hopefully you got a restful night's sleep last night. Stay tuned. More positive business talk, and check us out online at experiencepros.com.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Owning property that you lease to others comes with its singular set of challenges. Collecting rent, showing property and signing lease agreements, coming up with themes for kids' birthday parties, sometimes dealing with late rent fees or evictions, and telling a tenant that their hairpiece is ugly. No, but now Legacy Properties is here, designed to help you meet those challenges by providing hassle-free property management. Legacy is better known as landlord stress removal, bringing you outstanding management while working to get the best ROI for your rental property. They come complete with a network of trusted contractors, so they can handle the hassles of repairs and repairmen. Plus, their 20 years of experience in real estate and property management means they're a trusted resource that you should definitely know more about. Legacy Properties. Visit legacyproperties-pm.com for details. That's legacyproperties-pm.com. Find out more about how property management may end up being tax deductible too. legacyproperties-pm.com.
Tune in to Money Talk KDMT 1690 every Saturday at noon for the best advice on building that nest egg. You'll hear expert advice on feathering your nest, caching resources for the future, and going for the gold finches, with a show that can put a little more green in your day-to-day living. While they may not be Wall Street wizards, they are the wizards of wildlife, and if you'd like to add these beautiful colors and melodious songs of wild birds to your portfolio, listen to Bird Talk, Saturdays at noon on 1690 KDMT, presented by Wild Birds Unlimited. David and Scott Menno will enrich your life with tips on attracting birds, butterflies, bats, bees, and other things that don't start with the letter B. The Bird Brothers will bring you fascinating interviews, nature news, insights on building the best wild bird habitat, and we hope to bring you a smile and a chuckle or two as well. So listen to Bird Talk every Saturday at noon, right here on Money Talk 1690 KDMT.
Are you worried about having enough money to retire on your terms? What about taking that anniversary trip you've been dreaming of? If you answered yes, and you're a homeowner who's at least 62 years old, now is the time to call Acclaim Mortgage and learn about your options for a reverse mortgage. Acclaim Mortgage knows there are myths out there about reverse mortgages, and one of them being that the lender becomes the title owner of your home if you take out a reverse mortgage. Well, that's not true. Did you know that you'll still be the title owner of your home if you take out a reverse mortgage? Acclaim Mortgage is here to help answer all of your questions about reverse mortgages. Locally owned for over 20 years with an A-plus Better Business Bureau rating and thorough knowledge of the Denver real estate market, Acclaim Mortgage is your go-to for assistance with reverse mortgages. With home values so high, now is the perfect time to call Acclaim Mortgage. So think beach and call 303-753-9400 or visit acclaimmortgage.com. Again, that's 303-753-9400 or acclaimmortgage.com. Call or visit the website today, 303-753-9400 or acclaimmortgage.com.
If you've ever had a repair done on your air conditioner, furnace, or any appliance in your home, you know companies charge an enormous amount in what they call a trip charge. This fee could be as much as $250 for someone just to come out to your home, and you pay that trip charge even if they do nothing. Action Appliance will not only come out for free if they repair your air conditioner or furnace, but if you happen to need a new air conditioner or furnace, they'll repair another appliance in your home for free. It could be your washer, your dryer, fridge, dishwasher, even disposal. Let's face it, we all have that broken appliance in our home that we avoid getting fixed. Now, with one call to Action Appliance, it can all be done at the same time. Get your AC running right and that annoying broken appliance fixed for free while they're there. Certain restrictions apply. Call Action Appliance at 1-800-APPLIANCE. That's 1-800-APPLIANCE.
Action Appliance will rescue you. Call 1-800-APPLIANCE. Ooh!
So you thought that putting off your hearing test for another year wasn't a big deal. Well, maybe you should think again. I'm Barbara Jenkins, Colorado's first board-certified doctor of audiology. For the last few years, we've known that untreated hearing loss increases your risk of dementia. Now, a study from Johns Hopkins shows that untreated hearing loss actually causes brain shrinkage. Not only does this affect your communication ability, but it also affects your memory as well. It's just one more in a litany of studies that underscores the importance of treating your hearing loss now, not later. For a synopsis of this study, or to have your hearing tested, go to advancedaudiology.com or call us at 303-649-2122. Hearing problems are easy to dismiss, but treating them now can help more than just your ears. That's 303-649-2122. Because at Advanced Audiology, we take your hearing seriously.
Revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. The Experience Pros, America's home for positive business talk.
Welcome back. Eric is on vacation this week, but I'm wondering, what are you doing tonight? We're hosting our monthly networking event, professional business owners and marketing professionals, sales, all of that. Professional happy hour networking going on from 5:30 to 7:30 at the Fox and the Hound in Lone Tree. We host it every single month. We've been hosting this event for 9 years.
Wow.
And it brings out really the best in the city when it comes to networking.
I think you had me at happy hour.
It is kind of nice.
Yeah.
So, nice way to end the day. And I'll tell you, this event, it comes once a month, kind of rolls around the calendar.
Yeah.
It's always the third Wednesday every single month. And we post it on our calendar at our website, experiencepros.com. You can also use Meetup to find it. But it's one of those things, Bill, that, as a business owner, when we talk about this Job Creators Network as well, as business owners, we feel like so much of what we're doing, we're all by ourselves. We're alone all the time. And that, that we're the only ones, going through the struggles, the challenges. We're dealing with employees, we're dealing with innovation, cybersecurity, all of this stuff. And so once a month, when this event rolls around, I tell you what, it energizes the heck out of me to be surrounded by other business professionals that I know are kind of doing the same thing. We come there to collaborate, to connect, to build our network. But really, I think just to remind ourselves that there's a lot of other people in the same boat that I am, and we're just doing our best to get through, and we can support each other and kind of send everybody home on a high note. And I've got another month in me. I can do this.
Exactly. Yeah, because many times we do feel like, as entrepreneurs, that we are alone because we are starting this business. Many times you start alone, and then you have a small group of people around you. But there's so many things that consume your day, Monday through Friday. You don't necessarily always talk to the business owners to your left or your right. You don't talk to their store owners, and you don't get into the nitty gritty. You don't get into some of the struggles you're having because, again, as a business owner, you also don't want to appear that your business is, weak or failing or struggling, so you don't share those things with other business owners. So it literally is a problem that no one is willing to talk about.
Right. Well, we have a safe place for that, and you can come and join us, Fox and the Hound, tonight, 5:30 to 7:30. It's $10 at the door. Happy hour prices on cocktails. Well, speaking of being, feeling like we're alone.
Yeah.
Even though we're surrounded by people, right? We've got staff, we've got employees, even, connected online, right? We're constantly pinging, we're sharing, with friends and family online. We feel like we're surrounded by people. They did a study of 600 computer programmers at 92 different companies.
Okay.
And even though they found that the productivity levels were stable within each company, they varied greatly. And here was the thing that the more productive companies had in common.
Okay.
They ditched the open office in favor for private workspaces.
Really?
So rather than having that open workspace of collaboration and everybody
that we're supposed to have,
they said that the private workspaces granted more freedom from interruptions, and that the top performers felt like they had adequate privacy at work, where the worst performers shared that they were often unnecessarily interrupted. So they're saying there's a professional bonus, a plus to some of this solitude. They say it's good for your mental and emotional well-being, which I think is so opposite of what we're being told. We spend too much alone time. We're not really connected. We need more community. But they're saying that you need a little bit more privacy at work just to get your work done from the unnecessary interruptions and just watching what everybody else is doing.
Now, I was working in a very stress-filled office for about 6.5 years. Lots of daily pressures. It was lots of involved with sales. I was working as a copywriter in this particular radio group at the time, and working on a lot of the creative stuff. And one thing they did that was very, very interesting in the Cube area, Cube Farm, for the salespeople is they carved out a social space that sat there. And the social space actually existed in front of the office of 2 of the managers. And that was just a very interesting dynamic because you found that if you needed the privacy, you could go and you could sit and you could hang out in the cubes. But if you needed to have that group setting where, hey, can we sit down and talk about this, campaign that's coming up? You'd have this small glass table that sit about 6 people, and you could get around there and you could sit there and have these discussions. Now, the advantage of having it out in front of the managers' offices, where the managers every once in a while would go, oh, you're talking about such and such. They would walk out of the office and they would join the conversation. So they were allowed the privacy, but they also could hear some of the conversations that were going on. As far as the strategy for laying out a business floor plan for that environment, it was very, very intelligent.
Yeah, I think so.
It gave people, and in fact, in that social space, this is how social it was. There was a mini fridge. There was a popcorn machine. We had a cotton candy machine there for a little while. So it was literally supposed to be there as a social space.
As a social space.
It wasn't like a mini conference room setting at all. It was a social space.
And allowed for the location of it where managers could overhear some of the conversations and jump in.
And it was very informal. So if you needed that informal setting, you could do that. But if you needed that privacy, if you're just in the cube, because how hard is it when you have that solo cube to have a meeting there with someone else? Someone else pulls up the chair and you're trying to look over the same laptop and you're bumping knees and you can't really squeeze into that desk and you just can't do it.
No, and the environment really isn't conducive to it either. I think it's stifling when you've got the walls all around you. So, well, here are some things that you get to enjoy. If you learn, enjoy being alone, they say you recuperate and recharge. Right? Even the most hopeless extroverts among us need some time to recuperate and recharge. And there's nothing like spending time alone to make this happen. Do you know, Bill, I realized this week I'm all by myself because Eric's on vacation. All by myself. But I am never all by myself. Yeah. Right? Because we carpool together. At work, I'm surrounded by people. I go home, I'm surrounded by people. I am never by myself. And it's really odd for me to be all alone. And I can only handle it for about 4 hours.
Really? Yeah. That's funny.
And then I'm done. I'm like, okay, I got it. Yeah. Right? Even on vacation, we've done some different vacations where I've gone on work trips with my husband and he'll go off and work and I'll go to the beach or do the pool. After about 4 hours, I'm good. Right? Yeah. I could use some people now. I'm just never, I'm never by myself.
Yeah. Oh, that's so funny.
It says you can do what you want. As fun as it is to spend time with other people, it inevitably leads to compromise. You're constantly modifying your ideas to accommodate other people's desires, other people's opinions. Being alone frees you up to do exactly what you want when you want. I knew a gal who went on vacation all by herself. That just did not sound appealing to me.
Not at all.
At all. Like, look, look.
Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't mean you guys have something to share any of that with. Yeah.
And the best part about learning to enjoy being alone is you learn to trust yourself. It's more than about doing what you want. It's the ability to trust your gut, think clearly without any pressure or outside influence.
I try to trust myself, but sometimes I have some very questionable ideas.
Really, Bill? Is that what you're thinking?
I do. Yeah, sometimes, yes.
Yes. We have these great conversations with ourselves. We're having a great conversation, keeping your morning going. Stick with us all morning long, no matter what you're doing. Put a smile on your face, and let's get her done.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. This is the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact the Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or contact them on the web at experiencepros.com or on Facebook and Twitter at Experience Pros. If your customers love you, we want to know you. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
Arvada, Denver.
We're all about money.
Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than ExperiencePros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting ExperiencePros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than ExperiencePros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting ExperiencePros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than ExperiencePros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting ExperiencePros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than ExperiencePros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting ExperiencePros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than Experience.
The Colorado Business Roundtable brings you Connect and Collaborate weekdays from 4 to 5 p.m. here on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 a.m. Hear from key leaders in Colorado's business community, advocating for proactive business policies that strengthen the economy and help business grow and thrive in Colorado, as well as helping to make Colorado the best place to live now and for generations to come. Connect and Collaborate weekdays from 4 to 5 p.m. right here on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 and MoneyTalk1690.com.
It's a difficult decision. When you finally decide to have your hearing tested, where do you go for professional care? Tens of thousands are spent every week on ads trying to convince you to come in for a free hearing test or a sale that's this week only. For professional care, I suggest you take a different approach. I'm Dr. Barbara Jenkins, owner of Advanced Audiology. I have 25 years of hospital and clinical experience treating both hearing loss and tinnitus. My first suggestion? Ask your physician who they would go to, not just who's on their list. Who do they trust? Second, go online and search Doctor of Audiology and then type in your area. You don't want an evaluation performed by a technician or hearing aid salesperson. Your hearing is a serious concern, so you should treat it as such. For more information, go to advancedaudiology.com or call 303-649-2122. Because at Advanced Audiology, we take your hearing seriously.
Statistics show that a burglary occurs on average every 13 seconds in the U.S., and homes without security systems are more than 3 times as likely to be affected. These facts may seem intimidating, but there's a simple answer when it comes to home security. ProSec. ProSec is changing the way Coloradans look at security. ProSec will send a professional to your home, evaluate your needs, and give you an honest assessment of your options. No hidden agendas, fees, or complicated contract terms. Your monthly rate is guaranteed for the entire term of your agreement. And ProSec is proud to be a local Colorado-owned and operated company. Let ProSec take the mystery out of home security. Call 303-835-8100, 303-835-8100, or visit ProSecAlarm.com. That's PROSEC Alarm.com. Get a free home security camera system or up to 4 months of free monitoring with new account activation.
You've heard of the show Shark Tank, but you need to beware of the real sharks out there. To grow your business, you need money yesterday, but the banks aren't helping. Hard money lending is the answer, but look out. There are sharks in the water. Attorney and CPA Steve Replin will help you navigate the waters, avoid the sharks, and best of all, get you the money. Avoid the chum. Check out hardmoneycoaching.com. 303-322-7919. That's 303-322-7919. You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, the most positive business talk show in America. Best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, are inspiring you to get your business right. They know the customer experience isn't just another thing, it's the only thing. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Good morning. Welcome to the Experience Pros radio show. All across the country, people are getting their day started with a smile on their face. So glad that you are turning in to the show this morning. Eric's on vacation, but I've got my lovely producer, Bill, hanging out with me. You are so talented, Bill.
Really? Gosh,
you really
thank you. Okay, thank you. I'll take that compliment. Thanks.
I know, and I know.
Nice way to start the day. Thanks.
Eric last week was just thrilled, just knowing that you are here and helping us keep everything going. We've got some pictures on the wall here outside of the studio with some of the other talent from some of the other shows, and they're these canvas portraits.
They're really nice.
They're very nice.
Really nice pictures.
I said, Bill, we should get some little pictures and put like me and Eric and Bill. And he says we should have some kids draw us some pictures and put them next to these gorgeous canvases of the other talents.
Like kids' refrigerator art? Totally.
Yes, that would be perfect to hang up right there next to their canvas portraits.
If we really want to do it right, we should just go buy some like really cheap frames. Yes. Just when they don't know, just hang them up on the wall.
Just hang them up. Well, we could actually get some of those canvases. You can go like to the craft store and have them draw on the canvases so that they're
that would be fun.
Right, so they are.
I think we got to plan hatching
canvas portraits.
Just one morning, just hang them. We can just film the video and and then you got to figure out how many days would it take until people around here would notice.
How many days? You know what? I don't know that anybody would notice. But Crowley would.
Oh, God,
He'd be instant all over that.
Yeah, in a second.
He would totally watch that.
Yeah.
So, he's kind of our resident. He kind of keeps his eye on everything.
And he's a videographer for the show. Does a lot of our IT stuff, a lot of things behind the scenes that go on. Yeah, and so he definitely would notice that.
Yeah, I call him Magic Mark because of all the fun stuff that he does. We're going to do some fun stuff here, even in the studio. So if you're used to watching the video to watch it, we're going to make it prettier. Because right now, it's gray. It's black. A boy designed this. It needs some. Needs some girlness in here.
It's gray, black, and white in the studio,
and it's mostly all gentlemen in the studio. Anyways, you guys probably don't even pay any attention. You don't even notice. You're like, you come to work.
I bet they don't even know.
Here.
Yeah, I bet if you ask most of the guys, they wouldn't even be able to tell you if it was like incandescent or fluorescent lights inside the studio.
Oh, exactly.
They have no
lights.
idea.
There's lights.
Yeah.
You flip the switch.
Yeah, I turn the switch and it gets brighter. Right? I don't know what happens.
They don't know. They don't pay any attention to that. All right. Well, here's what you need to pay attention to before the opening bell rings in New York, about an hour and a half from now. Markets around the world are sinking just a tad as investors contemplate a possible upcoming U.S. interest rate hike. Of course, the stock markets dipped down from record-setting highs on Tuesday. The New York Federal Reserve president warned yesterday that a Fed rate increase could come next month, a sign that the central bank is confident in the strength of the economy. And this afternoon, 2 p.m. Eastern time, the minutes from their latest policy-setting meeting will be released, and investors will be looking for further signs of their plans for increasing those interest rates. There might be some job cuts coming. Cisco is focusing following a report that the company is set to lay off 14,000 workers, or roughly 20% of its staff. Now, Cisco is saying it's a rumor and that its next quarterly earnings will be out as markets close this afternoon. And of course, Cisco and also L Brands, which owns Bath & Body Works and Victoria's Secret, all of them reporting results ahead of the open. So the U.S. Energy Information Administration is reporting weekly crude oil inventory data this morning, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. It'll have a big influence on the direction of oil prices, if there's more or less inventory than expected. Also, the crude oil futures slipping a tad this morning to trade around $46 a barrel. Also watching Barnes & Noble said that they released their board of directors yesterday. Not a good fit for the organization, and it was best interest for all parties, best interest of all parties for him to leave. But even though we've been having record highs all last week, record highs on Friday, record highs on Monday, dipped just a little bit on Tuesday.
Oh, so there we go. Numbers, stock.
Numbers,
oil futures. But you know what really brings all the kids to the yard? I'm glad you got the reference. It's time for You Choose the News, where we have scoured the interwebs to find the most obscure, weird, and bizarre stories possible and bring them happily to you every morning. The only choice involved, though, is that of Angel as far as the order the stories will appear. So, shall we play our game?
We shall play our game. Give me some headlines.
All right. This morning, we have several headlines for you. First one is North Korea takes the wrong inspiration from The Simpsons. Oh. We also have just a couple of plumbers, attack of the 50-foot woman, crime and relaxation, and taxi driver.
Oh, my goodness. All right, something about The Simpsons and
The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Okay, now this is actually, it's a sad story, but we're going to try to have fun with it. Kim Jong-un has just unveiled something unusual to help the country with their food problem. He has suggested a brand new source for food: dogs. Yes, he's now encouraging residents of North Korea to eat dog meat, saying that it has more vitamins and minerals than chicken, beef, pork, and duck. Now, this is where they take the wrong inspiration from The Simpsons. Back a number of years ago, The Simpsons did an episode called Whacking Day, and you might remember this song.
Oh, whacking day, oh, whacking day, our hallowed saints' skull cracking day.
We'll break their backs, gouge out their eyes, their evil hearts will pulverize.
Yes, that's the annual festival in Springfield where everybody drives snakes into the town, and then you take a stick out and you beat them to death. Now, unfortunately, Kim Jong-un is also suggesting to the residents of North Korea that the dogs taste better if you beat them to death. Literally, yes.
By the beating, actually.
Yes, he says that's how you're supposed to kill the dog, because it will tenderize the meat, give you more minerals, make it taste better, and so just there's no end to shame and disgust with that story. But people have to know, honestly.
Bill, and maybe this has just been urban rumor.
Yeah.
Don't they already eat dog?
Yeah, they do. Well, it's more of a Chinese thing than a North Korean thing, but they've got a food shortage, so now he's encouraging them. It's still part of the palate in that region, but now he's kind of saying, dog, the other white meat is kind of the idea.
Do they not keep dogs as pets over there? I mean, is that not a thing?
They do, but not in the same way that we do. It's not
because here, I think about they are a family.
Yeah.
Like you have special stores, special doctors, special clothes.
Yeah, but do you know anybody that owns a farm?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now how they deal with the farm dogs, it's more akin. Yeah. Now, again, the farm dog there is still loved and cared for, but the fact that the family knows not going to be there very often and, and has a short lifespan, that's more like, where the Asian...
Yeah, it has a short lifespan because of the circle of life.
Yeah.
No, because of a baseball bat.
Yeah, I know.
Didn't we give the Mother of the Year award?
Yes,
because she had a bat. A
baseball bat,
right?
and then the duct tape.
And the duct tape, and the kids duct taped in the car. Yeah. So I have a feeling baseball bat sales are going to be surging.
Exactly. In North Korea, it's just sad they would go through that. Okay, so let's move on. Just a couple of plumbers, attack of the 50-foot woman, crime and relaxation, or taxi driver.
50-foot woman.
Attack
Is she really?
of the 50-foot woman. Yes,
because I am the 5-foot woman, but I feel like I'm 50 feet tall sometimes.
You are 50 feet tall sometimes. Now, here's the thing. A 55-foot tall statue is causing an uproar in the California community of San Leonardo. It's a sculpture called Truth in Beauty, and it actually was on display at the most recent Burning Man festival. The problem is that it is a 50-foot sculpture of an entirely naked woman. Now, granted, it is not like totally, you don't think like Michelangelo type David sculptures. Basically, is just a wireframe outline. There is nothing that is overtly suggestive.
Okay.
And she's standing in kind of a dancing pose where her legs are slightly crossed. She's arching her back and she's spreading her arms up and over her head.
Okay.
So it's not necessarily suggestive, but yeah. But she's 50 feet tall. People don't want her there. And pardon me, I've got to answer the phone.
Yeah, you've got to go answer the phone. So we love Bill. He is multitasking. He's the multitasking queen, which is part of why... Did I say queen? King. Absolute king. But this is part of why we love working with him. He is so talented. He is running the board. He's running the phones. We have a guest getting ready to come on in the next segment. So he is handling all of that. All right. Well, while I'm waiting to see if we're going to have any more Choose the News, because we just might not because of Bill being on the phone.
Yeah.
Right.
But now we can go back to news if you want.
We can go back to news. Okay. Do you have another?
Yes. I've got just a couple of plumbers.
Okay. Let's do just a couple of plumbers.
Okay. Just a couple of plumbers. Now, the images of Mario and Luigi and all of his friends from Super Mario Brothers are now in view, carved into the upstate New York farm as part of a corn maze. The man has done this for the past number of years. This year, it is a Super Mario Brothers theme. He gathers about 10,000 visitors annually. Says it takes him, hours and hours to carve out the 8-acre farm into this elaborate maze.
Oh, we need a picture of that.
Yeah.
Do they have a picture?
No, they didn't have a picture in the story.
Oh.
I was really curious, though.
We've got a great corn maze here in Colorado, which is fun, but I don't know if they've done anything quite that elaborate.
8 acres, yeah.
Okay. All right, well, join us tonight, Fox and the Hound in Lone Tree, 5:30 to 7:30 for happy hour networking.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM. This Saturday, join Dave Tabor on 1690 KDMT from 8 to 10 a.m. for Pro Business Colorado. This week, Dave will host the owner of Argonaut Liquors, where you'll learn what goes into running one of Denver's busiest liquor stores. Then you'll meet CEO of Atomic 20, a creative agency built on a network of independent professionals tied together in spirit. Tune in Saturday morning, 8 to 10 a.m. on 1690 a.m. and catch past shows at probusinesscolorado.com. In the summer, it's hot in the upstairs bedrooms most of the day. My office is up there, man, and it's sweltering. So we use one of those big fans in the evening, but it pulls in too much dust and pollen. My allergies are going crazy. So my AC is running constantly, and the only cool place in the house is the basement. My wife's starting insisting we buy a new air conditioner, and that's when I called the people at Air Swap. Air Swap showed me my furnace and air conditioner are the right size for my house, and my air conditioner was working just fine. They adjusted the ductwork, created stronger airflow to distribute all that cool air in the basement, and this even helped us save electricity. The house is more comfortable in the winter, too. They reduced the big temperature difference between the floors, and now the upstairs is comfortable during the day and early evening. Yeah, I'd call Air Swap, 303-761-0729. 303-761-0729. And you can check them out on the web at air-swap.com. air-swap.com. That's 303-761-0729 or air-swap.com. Yeah, I'm really glad I called Air Swap.
Do you need to remodel that outdated kitchen or bathroom? Well, now is a great time to get started. Our summer specials and free upgrades are going to save you big money on your cabinet and countertop purchases. I'm Ted Spear, co-owner of All About Cabinets and Countertops at 35th and Wadsworth, and we will save you thousands of dollars on your kitchen and bathroom projects, even over those big box stores. Through the end of August, we are offering all our customers up to $1,500 in free upgrades and incentives off all their cabinet and countertop purchases. Plus, as an additional bonus, we're upgrading all our cabinets to the latest in anti-slam technology for free. We also carry a huge selection of bathroom cabinets and granite vanity tops, all in stock and at incredibly low prices. Let us go to work for you. You can visit our showroom or call us today. 303-456-6400. That's 303-456-6400. Also, to view all our specials, visit our website at allaboutgreatdeals.com. Make a difference without the expense with All About Cabinets and Countertops.
If you're like most Americans, you might be finding that money is a little tight right now. Do you know that it doesn't have to be this way? If you are 62 years or older and you own your own home, you might be sitting on a permanent income stream. There are many myths out there about reverse mortgages, but the truth is that a reverse mortgage is a safe and powerful way to fund your retirement. You can continue to own your home and live in it just as long as you want to, but the income stream will last just as long. Get the facts. Talk to an expert today. Call Dan Gordon at Acclaim Mortgage. Dan has been in the mortgage business for over 30 years, and he's a member in good standing with the Better Business Bureau. Find out how a reverse mortgage can provide you with the financial comfort and security you desire. Call Dan Gordon today at 303-753-9400. Again, that's 303-753-9400. Or for more information, visit acclaimmortgage.com. Once again, call 303-753-9400 or visit acclaimmortgage.com.
Sweet cornbread, bourbon molasses baked beans, melt in your mouth barbecue ribs, succulent barbecue chicken, tender smoked brisket, refreshing watermelon juice, Radizio Americano Summer Barbecue Fest.
Firing up June 1st through Labor Day. Every night, only at Rodizio Grill, the Brazilian Steakhouse, 18th and Wine Coop in Denver. Parking validation available.
This is the Experience Pros Radio Show. Got an opinion or want to ask us a question? Email radio@experiencepros.com or message us on the Experience Pros Facebook page, and we'll interact with you live on the show.
All right, so this week we've been talking a little bit about cybersecurity. Of course, we talk about it a lot because as a business owner, as a business professional, heck, just somebody who has a phone in their pocket, we need to be more and more aware of the activities and those that are out there trying to get us. Well, cybersecurity skills shortage represents a new wave of opportunities. According to Intel Security, there are well-paying, recession-proof jobs open for the taking. The cybersecurity industry represents an opportunity to become an integral and valued part of companies' defense systems. According to Jim Lewis, Senior Vice President of the Center for Strategic and International Studies, CSIS, this recession-proof field pays premium wages and is increasingly in need of talent to sustain secure computer networks for companies, organizations, and the government. Jim Lewis, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Thank you for having me on the show.
I'm thrilled. Now, your company just released a report that outlines the talent shortage crisis impacting the cybersecurity industry. Are there more jobs in cybersecurity right now, or are there current jobs just not being filled?
It's both. It's a growing field. So, think about how everyone depends on computers now or your smartphone. And we don't have enough people for the needs we have today, and those needs will only increase. So this is a growth industry, and it's a big opportunity for people.
And where do we find, are more and more people going, I know we need it, but are more and more people actually trying to get into that field, or is there a shortage there coming out of tech schools and colleges?
That's what we found is there's a shortage for a couple reasons, and one is that companies want folks with hands-on experience who've had some time in the workforce. Some of it is the training you get. If you get a computer science degree, you may learn programming. You might not learn security. So we need to adjust the kind of training we give people, and we need to expand the opportunities for people to get that training.
Yeah, I think about this generation of talent that's coming into the workforce. They've grown up with computers. And so like you said, they probably have, some background or some programming skills. But how different is the security side to the programming? Is it a huge swing in the education process, or is it just a little tweak to the program?
That was one of the funny things. There were a couple things we didn't expect in the report, and one of them is that this was, surveys, and we asked executives in IT companies around the world, what do you look for when you look for people? And one of the things we didn't expect is they said, well, gaming experience. So that ability to sit in front of a screen and think interact with a computer, and gaming experience turns out to be valuable. Now, of course, you need other skills. I mean, that's where the training comes in. But it is a generational thing. I think that the people who are kids now, you thought they were just slackers when they were playing those games, and it turns out they're actually developing some valuable skills.
My son is actually all three of mine, big into the video games and all that. And of course, we're seeing how Pokemon Go is even transforming, adults back into playing games. So if we're good at the gaming, and so listen up, if you've got a kid at home who you're thinking, okay, there's no career for them, just getting out of college, there's no career for them because all they want to do is sit around and play video games. They might have a career in cybersecurity. What other kind of surprises came out of this report? Was this the first time you did this survey?
Yeah, it was the first time. We've done surveys in the past on other cybersecurity issues, but this one we asked people particularly, what is it you look for when you hire somebody? How does the shortage affect you? And that was one of the other surprises, is that most of the respondents said, we have a shortage in our company, and that's led to direct damage to the company. We've lost valuable intellectual property. We've lost money, in some cases. So we didn't expect it to be that strong a link between the shortage in the workforce and the damage to companies and to the economy.
So do we need to send them to hacking school, like the good hackers? Is that a thing?
Yeah, that's one of the things that came out, is that there are exercises starting in high school and going on through college. The Capture the Flag is one of them, and other games of that kind that give people the experience on how to break into a computer and how to defend it. And it turns out you kind of need to know both if you're going to be a good defender.
Right, yeah, this is a fine line, Jim, don't you think? We're teaching them hacking, right? We're teaching them, kind of all the bad things that could happen. And in a way, they could actually, they could choose the path of white hat or black hat, right?
Yeah, but we looked at that one because it's sort of what you naturally would think. Hey, we're teaching these guys how to break in. Isn't that bad? And what we found is that it's most of these people are ethical. Most of these people don't become criminals. That you have to be a criminal to begin with. So that was one of the things we worried about, and it turned out not to be a big problem.
I like how you said that. You'd have to be that criminal mind to begin with. You tend to associate with those types of people. We had Frank Abagnale on a couple weeks ago, and of course, working with the FBI for the last 4 decades in cybersecurity, and so it's been pretty fascinating to hear the need for cybersecurity, but of course, not putting 2 and 2 together to recognize there's a shortage of people working in the field. So, where do we start? Are schools going to start offering new programs? Is this more of a technical field? Outsourcing after you've graduated college, now you go into cybersecurity training. How does that work?
It's kind of all of the above. It would be useful across the board to get a little more of this computer literate education and training into the high schools. It'd be useful to think of ways to link gaming, which everyone loves, to cybersecurity. You need to look at the 2-year and 4-year programs. A lot of the companies we interviewed said they like a 4-year program, a BA in computer science or in some degree, because it shows that you have some discipline, but it doesn't necessarily give you the skills. So we got to think about how to get it in the high schools, retailer some of the 2- and 4-year schools, and get people looking at jobs in this field, because it is a growth industry.
I wouldn't have thought about it, but we talk about it all the time. We're talking with Jim Lewis, Senior Vice President of the Center for Strategic and International Studies, worked in partnership with Intel Security to get this report out outlining the talent shortage crisis in cybersecurity. What's the next step if people want to get in, kind of follow down this path? Starting with parents to encourage their kids to play more video games? My kid would like that.
Judging from my own kids, I don't think you need to encourage them. But yeah, getting people to look for getting a little bit of that the programming skills, the computer skills that they need to think about it. This doesn't mean you have to be a computer scientist and wear a white coat, but it does mean you need to know programming. You might want to look at it. If you're looking for a job that is not going to go away anytime soon, it's just like cybersecurity. The problems we have there aren't going away, and so the need for people won't go away either.
Well-paying, recession-proof jobs open for the taking. Jim Lewis, do you want to give some contact information?
Sure. I think we have the report on intelsecurity.com. You can go there. Generally, if you type into one of your search engines, capture the flag, you'll find some of these games.
Got it.
I would say
intelsecurity.com for the report. Jim, thanks so much for being our guest today.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show. Contact them on the web at
Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no
Financial market analysis from Market Wrap host Mo Ansari.
Diversification is the key. You have to have diversification in these markets. And if you have all your eggs in one basket, when things go bad, you're going to get hurt.
It's financial food for thought on your drive home. Market Wrap with Mo Ansari.
Weeknights at 6 on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM. Owning property that you lease to others comes with its singular set of challenges. Collecting rent, showing property and signing lease agreements, coming up with themes for kids' birthday parties, sometimes dealing with late rent fees or evictions, and telling a tenant that their hairpiece is ugly. No, but now Legacy Properties is here, designed to help you meet those challenges by providing hassle-free property management. Legacy is better known as Landlord Stress Removal, bringing you outstanding management while working to get the best ROI for your rental property. They come complete with a network of trusted contractors, so they can handle the hassles of repairs and repairmen. Plus, their 20 years of experience in real estate and property management means they're a trusted resource that you should definitely know more about. Legacy Properties. Visit legacyproperties-pm.com for details. That's legacyproperties-pm.com. Find out more about how property management may end up being tax deductible too. legacyproperties-pm.com.
Hello, I'm Mo Ansari, host of Market Wrap and president of Compact Asset Management, inviting you to attend our Financial Strategy Seminar in Denver. In this educational seminar, you'll spend 8 to 10 hours with my team of experts who will provide you with strategies for handling your day-to-day finances, managing your investments, protecting your assets from stock market volatility, using 401k and IRAs to save for retirement, and protecting your wealth and assets. We will also share our Live 360 program to enhance your satisfaction with life and money. This is a 2-part seminar on Friday evening and Saturday, September 16th and 17th in Denver. Call pound 250 on your cell phone and say talk to Mo for more information and to register for the program. Again, from your cell phone, call pound 250 and say talk to Mo.
Compact Asset Management is a registered investment advisor, funds custodian, Fidelity Institutional Wealth Services member, FINRA SIPC.
In the summer, it's hot in the upstairs bedroom
bedrooms most of the day. Our office is up there and it's sweltering. We've used one of those big fans in the evening, but it pulls in too much dust and pollen. The AC ran constantly, yet the only cool place in the house is the basement. My husband started insisting we buy a new air conditioner, and that's when I called the people at AirSwap. AirSwap showed me my furnace and air conditioner are the right size for my house, and my air conditioner was working just fine. They adjusted our ductwork, created stronger airflow to distribute all that cool air in the basement, and this even helped us save electricity. The house is more comfortable in the winter as well. They reduced the big temperature difference between the floors, and now the upstairs is comfortable during the day and early evening. Call them at 303-761-0729, on the web at air-swap.com, 303-761-0729, or air-swap.com.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a business revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin story of great customer service by using the hashtag FanBrag or calling the Fan Braggin hotline at 855-FAN-BRAG, FANBRAG. Now back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
You know, as the Experience Pros Radio Show, one of our favorite things is being advocates for small business, having a place for business owners to go for support, for training, the collaboration, referral network, all of that. And when we think about Salem overall, and Salem Media here has multiple radio stations, but what we do is serve our business community. We serve our business professionals. We do that mostly through advertising, right? Giving them a space to talk to the community with a microphone. Well, one of our advertisers is My Chamber Colorado, and I have Bob Heary. He is the state director of My Chamber Colorado, and he's got a big event coming up that we get to be promoting here through all of our Salem stations. Bob Heary, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Thanks for having me.
We're excited. So tell me about My Chamber Colorado, because I know chambers, when you think of a business, like one of the first line items on our to-do list is join the local chamber. But My Chamber Colorado is non-geographical. Tell me about it.
Well, basically, we wanted to make it so that people could, belong to the local chamber, but then have the ability to network throughout the entire city and up and down the Front Range if they needed, without joining multiple different chambers. That way they could support the locals and then, have the access and kind of the same feel of a chamber format throughout the entire area. And then we also offer, through My Business Resource Center, a lot more pertinent information as far as training on things that they're really dealing with.
I like it. All right. So join your local chamber, still support your local chamber, because as a business owner, I think it's important to be a part of that and give back to your community. But then to have this as a kind of an, kind of an add-on extra, so you can still network with people all across the state. Yes. Yes,
very much so. We had people come up to us and said they belong to the local one, but they wanted to go from Fort Collins to Colorado Springs.
Right.
And they said something, finally they liked what we did to simplify the process.
Sure. Because, we're chamber members of 3 different chambers trying to solve that. And there's only so much. There's only so many resources you can spread yourself through. So what a great resource that is. My Chamber Colorado, mychambercolorado.com. You've got an event coming up on Friday, August 26th. Let's get everybody excited about that.
This is going to be incredible. We've got Naja Roberts coming from California. She's the national director for VIPCO, and their primary product right now is they're going to be able to help people save $200, or companies save $200 per W-2 employee. And then they have a variety of other programs for larger companies, cost procurement, where they can save companies 20-30% of what
what they're spending on. We've got Neil Brown, who was with Channel 9 News for many years. We'll be doing some training on video marketing and how to create a YouTube channel for your business, a very cost-effective way to get your word out. And then we have another individuals. Jeff Cartwright's coming in from Philadelphia. He's worked with many Fortune 500 companies as a consultant, along with Nancy Gaines.
Nice. So you're bringing in all the big guns from all over the country for this one. Business Expo, networking, and training going on Friday, August 26th at the Colorado Christian University here in Denver. It's in the evening, 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. How do people get involved? Do they need to register?
They can go to our meetup site, meetup.com/MyChamberColorado, and register there if they want, or they can show up. They'll save a little bit on tickets if they go and register first, plus it helps us gauge for the day.
Sure.
But they can show up that day. Naja Roberts will be doing a special training at 10 a.m. for people that can't make the afternoon or their days are just busy. It'll be focused very much on all the 4 pillars that VIPCO offers, cost reduction and a number of different things. Their company is quite dynamic, totally changing the entire insurance industry as we know it, as far as what I can see. And then they just partnered with Key Benefits, which is the 3rd largest benefits provider in the country. So very much on track with all the changes that are going on, especially companies that aren't familiar with the changes in the laws of the 1095C. Companies that have 50 or more employees, if they're not familiar with that, they should definitely attend.
All right. Business Expo, networking and training on Meetup, which is My Chamber Colorado, mychambercolorado.com. I love Meetup for attracting business professionals, and I'm sure most of our listeners are already on Meetup, so great new Meetup site to join. Price is only $10. Make sure you RSVP. It is so important, especially for planning purposes. I know a lot of times we wait till the last minute, but this is, if this sounds fascinating to you, right, to absolutely increase your sales, decrease costs, and help you run a more efficient company. Hello, what we're all looking for. Go and RSVP right now at My Chamber Colorado, either mychambercolorado.com or on Meetup. Bob, what else do you want to inspire our listeners with today?
I think if you have a company of 10 or more employees, the worst thing that you'll come out of that day with is you're going to save about $2,000. And you're going to meet some companies or some individuals that are very much proactive business for the Colorado market. And, what we're trying to do is just really find out what they want. We really want to survey people to find out exactly what they need, because when we created My Chamber Colorado, the focus was it's not us running it, it's the people who are involved running it. And they actually help us make the decisions on what they, want to hear about, what kind of training, what we should do as an organization to support the business community.
So it doesn't matter where in Colorado you are, you can join My Chamber Colorado. So even if you're in Westminster and you're part of the Westminster Chamber, you can still be a part of this.
Absolutely.
Lone Tree, all of it, right? How many chambers are there in this state? Do you have any idea?
93.
93, really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's way more than I thought. I knew there were quite a few, but it's nice then. You don't have to join 93 different chambers. You can just join the one in your local area and then add My Chamber Colorado to Friday, August 26th, 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. Also, special workshop that morning if that evening doesn't work for you. Colorado Christian University is only $10. Increase sales, decrease costs. If you've got 10 or more employees, this $10 in this one event could save you $2,000, $2,500 actually on that. I love it. Well, Bob, thanks so much for supporting Salem and for being a part of our business community.
Very much appreciated.
I appreciate you very much. Thanks so much. All right, go and sign up today, Friday, August 26th. You can find it on Meetup and you can find it online. All right, so do you ever get into a bad mood? Right? I mean, we all do. Like, we've had a moment, some bad news has happened, just kind of felt under attack, under fire. The worst thing that you can do when you're in a bad mood and something strikes is say, that's it, I'm out, I'm checking out, I'm going home.
Oh,
right?
That's the worst?
That is the worst thing you can do, because there are people that are counting on you. There are people that are looking to you as the leader. And even if you're not the leader in the company, just a leadership quality says, I have a system for how I'm going to deal with my bad mood. And so, of course, a couple of things, right? You take a walk, breathe, count to 10, remove yourself from the situation. Moving helps, get some blood flow, go up and down the stairs a little bit.
Especially if moving involves hitting the person that's making you angry. Isn't that part of it?
I didn't see that on the list.
No, it's not on the list?
Bill. It is not on the list, Bill.
Right. Okay, I'll take that off the list.
Yes. Music, dancing, all of that, right? Watching a funny video, but having a system.
Okay.
Having something that you do, a mantra that you say to yourself, breathing technique. You have to know that a bad mood is going to strike. It's going to strike when you least expect it or want it to happen, because when do we ever want it to happen? And you have to have a system, right? Reflect that somebody else probably has it way worse than you do, and we would be instantly willing to trade places with you. But here's something I heard from somebody today. I watched a video on how to change your bad mood in 5 minutes.
5 minutes, okay.
Instantly change your bad mood. He says, call 5 people.
Okay.
Tell them how amazing they are.
Really?
How much you appreciate them. The gifts that they have, the talents that they bring to the table. You're a great listener. You're always super supportive. You're always there when other people need you. You're talented. But
wait, I'm feeling bad. Why do I have to tell other people how good they are?
Right? You're going to change your bad mood.
Really?
Instantly. You're lifting. And think about not only when you're talking and breathing goodness and positivity into somebody else, the cells, every cell in your body, when you've got something negative going on, every cell in your body shrinks, and you deplete the energy out of your own body when you're being negative and angry. When you are pouring positivity into somebody else, your cells, they fluff up like marshmallows, and they're happy and they're juicy and they're good, right? And you made an impact on 5 other people who probably at that moment we're kind of having a bad day too.
Ooh, this is really cool.
Right?
Sure we can't try hitting the person first, just to test, maybe just to, we could try, hitting the person making me angry first, and then we could try the calling
then
people.
You're only going to get one phone call from jail, right?
True.
And you're not going to know the number because they're going to take away your phone, and you don't know anybody's phone numbers anymore.
But it seems like such a good idea to just take the anger out of the person that's getting you angry.
Flick them in the forehead and whack them, right? No.
Yeah, but instead, spread joy.
Call somebody else. Text them, write them, but most valuable is use your voice. Tell somebody else how amazing they are. Change your bad mood instantly. That's what we're here for, lifting you up. We know your day brings challenges. It has challenges for all of us, but we choose positivity right here on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
You're a successful principal business owner. Are you demanding the same standards from your employee health benefit plan? Then look to ADX, a healthcare service utilizing only the best physicians and providers. ADX decreases your company's healthcare costs through medical excellence, reduced time to diagnosis and treatment, and improved outcomes, not by restricting care. ADX, better for your employees and your business. You'll improve the quality of care and reduce healthcare costs. Learn more. Watch a short video at betterhealthcarelowercost.com.
Take a moment right now and rate your lifestyle on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 is a life of quiet desperation that doesn't resemble what you were promised after getting that college degree and corporate job. Now a 10 is a life that exceeds your wildest expectations of the life they promised you for doing all the right things and working hard. If you answered anything less than 10, stop what you're doing and go to mypassiveincomeworkshop.com. Passive income is not a secret, but chances are no one has ever shared it with you until now. Learn how to generate passive streams of income at our free workshop, mypassiveincomeworkshop.com, so you can live at a 10 for the rest of your life.
Attention! Are you a small business owner with 10 or more employees? Would it make sense for you to save hundreds, if not thousands of dollars every year on your FICA taxes? Did you know that there are a number of programs available that can help to reduce your costs and increase your results? On Friday, August 26th at 2 p.m., join My Chamber Colorado and My Business Resource Center for a Business Expo at Colorado Christian University. Here's where you will get answers to all of these questions. Guest speakers and co-owners of My Business Resource Center will include Jeff Cartwright and Nancy Gaines. Nancy and Jeff have worked with several Fortune 500 companies and have organized small business training programs around the country. They will showcase their expertise at this Business Expo, benefiting small business owners just like you. Participate in interactive small business workshops covering a variety of topics important to you and your vision. Look for specific subject-centered sessions in the days to follow. Save the date. For more information or to register, visit mychambercolorado.com. That's mychambercolorado.com. Two of the greatest concerns that most Americans have, especially as they grow older, are their health and their financial well-being. America's Wellness Clinic is dedicated to providing sensible health care solutions and practical wealth-building strategies. Medicare's annual wellness visit is the flagship of the clinic's health-related services. They pay 100% for the visit with zero copay. America's Wellness Clinic also offers Beamer technology, an application that boosts circulation, regenerative abilities for injuries, and increases mental acuity. And America's Wellness Clinic provides a simple test that reveals which prescription drugs will work best for you. And what about your financial well-being? America's Wellness Clinic provides continuous seminars and information about reverse mortgages, insurance, tax and estate planning, long-term care, housing transitions, and alternative investments. Let America's Wellness Clinic provide you with sensible health and wealth solutions. Call 303-985-4604 or visit them online at americaswellnessclinic.com.
What's for dinner?
You're exhausted after a long day at work and a heck of a commute. The last thing you want to do is cook a meal. You need Chef Curry's Cuisine. Chef Curry's Cuisine can make family dinner fun again by preparing home-cooked meals by a local Denver chef. Chef Curry will do the shopping, cook 2 weeks of Monday through Friday dinners, provide the packaging and cleanup too. All of Chef Curry's meals are made with the freshest ingredients, and you get to choose them from a large variety of proteins and sides. So, next time you hear,
What's for dinner?
You can say, Chef Curry's Cuisine. No more hassles, just healthy, fresh meals for you to enjoy. Visit chefcurryscuisine.com and get details on weekly menus, along with brand new catering options for your private parties or office functions. Or call 720-404-2798. That's 720-404-2798. Go on, add some spice to your meals. Start with Chef Curry's Cuisine.
Can you hear your garage door shake, rattle, and roll throughout your home every single time it goes up or goes down? Hi, this is Dave Logan. I talked to Don at Don's Garage Door about this problem, and they have new garage door systems that are really quiet. Now, I've used Don's Garage Doors at my house, found them to be knowledgeable and fairly priced. They're great. You should call them at 303-794-0604, 303-794-0604, or check out donsgaragedoors.com. Hi, this is Dave Logan for Don's Garage Doors. You know, putting in a new garage door not only increases the curb appeal of your home, but it also makes it easier to sell. I was talking to Don the other day, and he told me it's the best investment, dollar for dollar, that you can make in your home. All I know is that I've had Don's Garage Door out to my home, and I trust him. Great work at a great price. Call Don's Garage Door today at 303-794-0604, or you can check him out at donsgaragedoors.com.
Revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. The Experience Pros, America's home for positive business talk.
The following portion of the Experience Pros program is sponsored in part by Job Creators Network.
So I was getting into my groove there, dancing. You are the lifeblood of the American economy, the small business owner. You may have one employee, 10, 20, even 50, and you are working harder and harder to keep your business going. Ever-increasing taxes, ever-increasing regulations, and ever-shrinking access to capital are making it tougher than ever to grow your business, and no one is out there fighting for you. No one is out there educating the public and elected officials on the local, state, and federal level about your struggles, about your concerns. It's been said that small business owners are the lifeblood of the economy, and it's true. And that's why our economy is hurting, because you're hurting. That's why I'm proud to be working with the Job Creators Network. They were founded by entrepreneurs and business owners like you, business owners who believe that the best way to fight back bad government policy is an educated public and educated public officials. If you're a small business owner and you live in the Denver area, I urge you to join Job Creators Network for a great free event on August 29th at the Hyatt Regency Denver Tech Center at 8 a.m. You'll see and hear some great small business owners from right here in Denver fighting for you, speaking up for you with real-life solutions to your real-life problems. And if you're a small business owner, you can bring friends with you. You know other small business owners. So get to the Hyatt Regency Denver Tech Center on August 29th at 8 a.m. That's August 29th at 8 a.m. at the Hyatt Regency Denver Tech Center. If you want to learn more about Job Creators Network, it's their Bring Small Businesses Back campaign. Go to defendmainstreet.com. Defendmainstreet.com. Register, sign up. It's a free event. We will all be there August 29th at the Hyatt Regency Denver Tech Center.
Now, Angel, the Job Creators Network recently was involved in a poll, and it found that job owners, CEOs of, solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, said the main reasons they're having problems in their businesses right now is overtaxation, overregulation, and a lack of access to capital, which is a universal problem. And that's what we've talked about, the entire time we've been talking about Job Creators Network, is that this is a chance to network with people that are just like you, that are going through the same exact struggles. And this is a chance to change those regulations, to change those tax structures, to change your access to capital to help your business grow.
Right? You're going to see change.
Yeah,
right?
and it's free.
If you
totally free.
You want change, we've got to show up. So show up and we'll make change and we'll do it together. Of course, tonight we'll be networking at Fox and the Hound with the Experience Pros Network, open to the public for all business professionals. We've been hosting this event for 9 years on the third Wednesday. Join us tonight, 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. for that. Of course, we are fueled by Fan Brags. We talk about changing the way people treat people in business. Anywhere you go, there's negativity all around us, right? It's you don't even have to look very far. You can just look at the grouchy person sitting next to you in the car, right? Positivity is a choice. And in order to, we talk about the Job Creators Network, about everybody coming together and working together. Another element of that is lifting others up, fan bragging. It's noticing good customer service and taking the time out of your day to share that with others. A lot of times we feel, I've been wronged, so I have to go and rant online and I feel somehow better. You don't. Every cell in your body is aching when you do something like that. But when you leave a fan brag, when you say something nice about somebody else in business, you lift not only their day, you move them up the kind of the food chain, right? But you actually change your day as well. And we love the folks who fan brag every single day. You can fan brag every day by dialing 855-FAN-BRAG. That's our toll-free number. If we're on the air, we'll take your call live. And if we're off the air, we'll take your recording so we can play it during the show.
Hi, everybody. I'm Holly Claire with the Social Media Advisor, calling today to fan brag about swirls. Website is swirlsllc.com. Jackie provides painting and creativity solutions for businesses who are wanting to give back to their employees with a fun event of painting and getting to hang out and network. And she also hosts once a month an event where we can all come together and paint a project. So she's got great ideas for parties and customer appreciation, employee retention for painting, and getting creative and just kind of clearing that mind clutter. I highly recommend Jackie and her services. It's been an absolute joy. She recently hosted a day with teens learning how to express themselves through painting as well. So great job with everything you do, Jackie. I totally just adore you. You guys can find all of her events and fill out her contact form on her website, which again is swirlsllc.com. That's Jackie with swirls. And gosh, get out there and do something creative. This is Holly Clear with thesocialmediaadvisor.com. If you want to get a hold of Jackie, you can reach her at 720-282-1407. Have an awesome day and be awesome.
That's her hashtag, be awesome. That's the social media advisor, Holly Clear. Check her out at experienceprosdeals.com. She's got some social media workshops, some LinkedIn classes, and all of that. You don't want to do that yourself. She'll do it for you. If you want to learn how, she will teach you. And you can get a deal at experienceprosdeals.com. I think Swirl should have a deal at experienceprosdeals.com.
That is cool.
That whole painting and cocktailing.
I've done that a couple of times, and it's a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun.
I really enjoy it.
Right? All right, so I found this post that's going around on social media. I don't know if you've seen it this morning. I saw it kind of show up yesterday, but I saw it on like 3 different people's pages. And it says this: while America figures this all out, I'm going to continue holding doors for strangers, letting people cut in front of us in traffic, saying good morning, being patient with a waiter, and smiling at strangers as often as I am provided the opportunity. Because I will not stand idly by and let children live in a world where unconditional love is invisible. Join me in showing love and respect to someone who may not necessarily deserve it. Find your own way to swing the pendulum in the direction of love. because today, sadly, love is, as a friend reminds me, quieter. Positivity has to start somewhere, and love overpowers hate. And I read that and I thought, that's the Experience Pros. That's what we do.
That is so cool.
Extend a smile, be kind to others, lift other people up, people who are undeserving, who, not even expecting it. And maybe undeserving is not the right word, right? We are all deserving.
Maybe just people that don't expect it.
Don't
It's
expect
a better
it.
idea. Yeah.
That is. And we don't expect it, but we can all give it. And the more we give it away, the more there is of it. And we don't deplete it. You cannot solve hate with more hate.
No.
Period. We need more love. And so I love that. And I love that you're listening and you tune into the Experience Pros Radio Show. Support our supporters. Support those that advertise on the show, because that's how we get to stay on the air. And that's how we get to keep bringing you positive business talk every single morning right here on the Experience Pros Radio Show. We still have one more hour of fun, positive stories coming up just for you.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk. This is the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact the Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or contact them on the web at experiencepros.com or on Facebook and Twitter at Experience Pros. If your customers love you, we want to know you. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
KDMT Arvada, Denver. We're all about money.
Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than Experience.
The Colorado Business Roundtable brings you Connect and Collaborate weekdays from 4 to 5 p.m. here on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 a.m. Hear from key leaders in Colorado's business community, advocating for proactive business policies that strengthen the economy and help business grow and thrive in Colorado, as well as helping to make Colorado the best place to live now and for generations to come. Connect and Collaborate weekdays from 4 to 5 p.m. right here on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 and moneytalk1690.com.
You've heard of the show Shark Tank, but you need to be aware of the real sharks out there. To grow your business, you need money yesterday, but the banks aren't helping. Hard money lending is the answer, but look out. There are sharks in the water. Attorney and CPA Steve Replin will help you navigate the waters, avoid the sharks, and best of all, get you the money. Avoid the chum. Check out hardmoneycoaching.com. 303-322-7919. That's 303-322-7919.
All right, people, let's get to class. Okay, thank you. Hey, Charlie. What's that book you've got there?
It's my Bible.
I don't think you're allowed to have that here.
Actually, Mr. Kiley, he can. It's totally legal.
Bring Your Bible to School Day, Thursday, October 6th. Learn more at bringyourbible.org. Plus, register for a chance to win a free trip for 4 to see the Newsboys in concert and meet the band in person. Bringyourbible.org. Bring it, share it, live it.
I wonder what America would look like if students like me took their Bibles to school. Yet in many schools, students are being told they can't. The truth is, you can bring your Bible to school. It's your First Amendment right.
Focus on the Family is sponsoring Bring Your Bible to School Day on Thursday, October 6th. It's a day for students to boldly put their religious freedoms into practice. Register for a chance to win a free trip for 4 to see the Newsboys in concert and meet the band in person. Go to bringyourbible.org. Bring Your Bible to School Day. Bring it, share it, live it.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-485-7178. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Providers help thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-485-7178. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-485-7178. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-485-7178. 800-485-7178.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, the most positive business talk show in America. Best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, are inspiring you to get your business right. They know that customer experience isn't just another thing, it's the only thing. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Good morning. How is it going this morning? You've got your coffee. Hopefully you are on your way into a fabulous Wednesday. Welcome to Wednesday. Of course, Eric is on vacation this week, and somehow we are struggling and managing to get through okay.
Yes, we are.
You know,
I'm thinking that Eric's Wednesday probably started better than ours.
Probably did.
Yeah, because it started about 3 or 4 hours later.
Later than us. yes, always. You know, not to an alarm clock. And yeah, that is kind of nice. You know, I was knowing, you know, so we've all kind of been on vacation row.
Yeah.
Eric's on vacation this week. I was on vacation last week. Bill was on vacation the week before. And when we finally all get together, it's going to be a reunion. But I was trying to come up with and running a pre-record so that people could hear both mine and Eric's banter, because I think a lot of people like the banter between Eric and I. But it wasn't going to work out, and I had told Eric I was going to do that, and he's like, "Sorry, Angel, you're going to have to get up in the morning."
Get up in the morning.
Like that really wasn't the reason I was doing it. It was just bonus that I would get to sleep in.
Yes, exactly.
Right. Well, here are a couple things you need to know before the opening bell rings in New York in about 22 minutes from now. Of course, we've had this record high, right? Record-breaking record-setting highs, and it did actually dip down a little bit on Tuesday. They're sinking a tad as investors contemplate a possible upcoming U.S. interest rate hike. The New York Federal Reserve president warned yesterday that a Fed rate increase could come next month, a sign that the central bank is confident in the strength of the economy. This afternoon at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, the minutes from the Federal Reserve's latest policy setting meeting will be released, and investors will be looking for further signs of the Fed's plan for interest rates. Cisco is in focus following a report that they are set to lay off 14,000 workers, or roughly 20% of their staff. They are saying that it's just a rumor, that its next quarterly earnings will be out after the market closes this afternoon. So watch that. Some stocks to watch. Barnes & Noble raising eyebrows on Wall Street after it ousted its CEO. Not a good fit for the organization. Shares in Urban Fitters look to set surge at the open after the retailer posted better than expected quarterly earnings on Tuesday afternoon. Of course, energy, the crude oil inventory data is set to come out this morning. The report to have a big influence on the direction of oil prices if there's more or less inventory than expected. Crude oil futures are slipping a tad this morning. They're set to trade around $46 a barrel. There's your market recap, data, numbers,
Fantastic.
futures, oil. I need something a little lighter. How about you, Bill?
Yes. Time for the, I guess you'd say, game show part of the conversation. It's You Choose the News, where I get talking to a really big announcer voice, and we talk about pretty useless and, weird news that we have scoured the interwebs in order to find for you, and then Angel gladly plays along by choosing the stories order in which we bring it to you.
You know, I do gladly play
You
along.
do, because there are days you could revolt. There are days you could just, that's it, I'm done. You guys are weird, I'm leaving. Yes. I expect that some days.
Some days.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, here are our choices. Now, I was a little hungry, so there is kind of a food theme. Not overarching, but it's kind of hidden here. First, we have assault with a delicious weapon. We have singing for your breakfast. We have just a plain treehouse. An alarm clock like Mom used to make. And ice cream, you scream, we scream because of this ice cream.
Oh, let's talk ice cream. Yeah, I love. It's like one of my
really?
weaknesses.
Wow.
I don't buy it.
Yeah.
But it is a treat. You want to really treat Angel?
Hey.
Ice cream.
Well, then you just might have to travel to Japan this summer, because in certain regions of Japan, they create specialty ice cream flavors that are designed to celebrate the culture and the people in that region. One notable ice cream flavor last year had to do with, when I'm losing it, it was a green tea bamboo grass dumpling ice cream flavor. So this year, they are now using, let's say locusts and wormwood in soft serve ice cream.
You thought I should travel to Japan for that?
You said you liked ice cream. This is a very unique cultural flavor. It celebrates the region in Japan that it comes from. The name of it is actually called the Path Between the Rice Fields Soft Serve, is the fancy name for it. But it quite literally is a soft serve ice cream cone with the locusts placed in the ice cream in a circular pattern around it.
I want you to remember this word.
Yes.
Bill. Vanilla.
Not locust?
Not locust. Not locust. So when I was on vacation last week, took my family down to Cancun, the same resort that we had gone as a group with the Experience Pros group.
Yeah.
But I had my kids with me this time, hadn't had them before.
Okay.
And one of the dishes actually said it had crispy crickets.
Really?
And so Michael ordered it because of it.
Because of it.
Or is it grasshoppers? Crickets.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't know. Something with legs.
Yeah. Something with legs.
Something with legs. And they were crispy fried.
Oh, my goodness.
And it showed up, looked at it, barely paused, picked it up, popped it in mouth. And he's chewing it, and he's like, just kind of what you'd expect, he said. Right? So I might be able to convince him to go and have the locust.
Yeah, I think if it's what we expect, I'm not eating them. No.
Yeah, no, I did not. I did not partake.
For our second news story of the morning, assault with a delicious weapon, singing for your breakfast, just a plain treehouse, or the alarm clock like Mom used to make.
Oh, man, these are good. These are really good. I'm going to say singing for my breakfast.
All right, sing for your breakfast. After a recent LA TV show appearance, Dick Van Dyke and his band of the Fantastics stopped by a local Denny's. While they were there, they treated customers to an impromptu song. Listen Wait, oh, yeah, sorry?
He has a band, like, now?
Yes. Listen, this is Dick Van Dyke and the Fantastics, but it is in traditional Dick Van Dyke style. They do a lot of things a cappella. Listen to this version of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang that they sang just a few days ago in a Denny's in L.A.
Bang bang, chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang. Oh, you pretty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang. We love you and in pretty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang. What will do near, far, in a motor car? Oh, what time will spend? Bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang. I'll find for pen.
I love that.
Isn't that cool?
I love that.
Isn't it?
When you were saying Dick Van Dyke and his band, I was thinking, okay, 40 years ago. This is 2 days ago?
Yeah, just 2 days ago in Los Angeles. Yeah, in a Los Angeles Denny's. I love the fact that he went on LA TV and then he and his group went out to Denny's for breakfast. Talk about just a regular guy, a guy that gets it. And then he knew everybody would recognize him, so he stopped to sing. I mean, seriously. That's a good guy.
I like that. That has to be our... You have to play that like as one of our in-or-out musics later on in the hour today, because that was just... darling.
Oh, good.
That was absolutely darling.
Now, let's see. Assault with a delicious weapon. We have just a plain treehouse or the alarm clock, just like Mom used to make.
I really like the spin you put on. You're like, you change your voice, an alarm clock, just like Mom used to make. Because I was going to go with the assault with the delicious weapon, but you got me with your voice.
Good, with the emotion in there. Well, there is a brand new alarm clock that is going on sale in Japan in the very near future that gives a brand new twist on the idea of an alarm. We don't like to wake up to noisy buzzers, and even the idea of music or crickets chirping is kind of losing it. So this company has decided that you're going to wake up every morning to the sound of Mom making breakfast.
The sound of Mom making breakfast.
Now, how they achieve this, the alarm clock is rather large. Think about it being a little bit larger than your traditional dinner platter. So it is large.
Okay.
And on it, there is a small bowl of simulated miso soup, and there is a cutting board along with a knife. And when the alarm goes off, the miso soup begins to sizzle, and you hear the knife going chop, 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 chop on the cutting board as if Mom is preparing your traditional Japanese breakfast. Now, the really cool thing about this, they really thought this through. There are actually two settings on this amazing alarm clock. You have Mom mode, which chops, the chopping sound is very sharp, very precise, and very quick. You also have the newlywed mode, which is a little slower, not quite as precise, and makes it sound like your wife is just learning how to cook.
Oh my goodness.
So yes, even thought that far ahead. You have a Mom mode and a newlywed mode.
And the newlywed mode, because she's not quite perfect at it yet.
Not as good as Mom used to make.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. I think I would wake up hungry, ready for breakfast.
That's the idea. Is that you hear it and you're like, "Ooh, Mom's making breakfast."
And wasn't it Japan that McDonald's was saying they weren't selling enough breakfast?
Yes,
they're not eating breakfast.
Yep, we brought that story yesterday. So they just doubled the size of everything.
They doubled the size of everything.
I don't understand that.
But now with this alarm clock, people maybe will want more breakfast.
Exactly. Hopefully. All right, our last story this morning, just a plain treehouse or assault with a delicious weapon?
Assault with a delicious weapon, please.
Assault with a delicious weapon. A 49-year-old man in Germany is facing police charges, and I'll have to get the phone here in a second, because he just got into an argument with another motorist and took the only weapon that he had in his car, a German sausage, and hit the other man's car. He's now been arrested for it, for assault with a delicious weapon.
Assault with a German sausage.
With a sausage.
Well, you wanted to hit somebody, use a sausage. All right, well, that was You Choose the News, our fun little game show. I know there's lots of news. There's lots of stuff going on in the world, right? And stuff that really causes us to pause. Think about the people we love, the people we care about, and hopefully this just brings a smile to your face, lightens up your day a little bit as you are getting yourself on the road to your busy work day. Bring you positive business talk all morning long.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
This is Lon Chen of the Hoover Institution for townhall.com. Amid much fanfare, the Affordable Care Act, more commonly known as Obamacare, was signed into law in 2010. President Obama claimed that the law would both expand coverage to more Americans and lower health care costs. More Americans have health insurance today, but with that has come more government spending and greater federal intrusion into our health care system. So how about the law's other goal of lowering costs? It's come nowhere close to hitting the target. The president promised that Obamacare would lower health insurance premiums for a family of four by an average of $2,500 per year. But each year since the law's implementation, premiums on Obamacare's health insurance exchanges have increased. In fact, many Americans who get their coverage on the exchanges will see double-digit percentage increases in their premiums next year. And premiums on the individual market will increase an average of almost 23% in 2017. It's no wonder, then, that Obamacare skeptics keep fighting to repeal the law and replace it with market-oriented reforms. As well they should. I'm Lon Hee Chen.
I wonder what America would look like if students like me took their Bibles to school. Yet in many schools, students are being told they can't. The truth is, you can bring your Bible to school. It's your First Amendment right.
Focus on the Family is sponsoring Bring Your Bible to School Day on Thursday, October 6th. It's a day for students to boldly put their religious freedoms into practice. Register for a chance to win a free trip for 4 to see the Newsboys in concert and meet the band in person. Go to bringyourbible.org. Bring your Bible to School Day. Bring it, share it, live it.
Owning property that you lease to others comes with its singular set of challenges. Collecting rent, showing property and signing lease agreements, coming up with themes for kids' birthday parties, sometimes dealing with late rent fees or evictions, and telling a tenant that their hairpiece is ugly. No, but now Legacy Properties is here, designed to help you meet those challenges by providing hassle-free property management. Legacy is better known as landlord stress removal, bringing you outstanding management while working to get the best ROI for your rental property. They come complete with a network of trusted contractors, so they can handle the hassles of repairs and repairmen. Plus, their 20 years of experience in real estate and property management means they're a trusted resource that you should definitely know more about. Legacy Properties. Visit legacyproperties-pm.com for details. That's legacyproperties-pm.com. Find out more about how property management may end up being tax deductible too. legacyproperties-pm.com.
As a father of 4 children, I realized it was time for me to make a change in my struggles with alcoholism. It wasn't the first time that I had come to this realization, but I was at the end of my rope. I heard an advertisement on the radio for this treatment program called Go Sober and thought it sounded too good to be true. I was honestly pretty reluctant to go through with the treatments because I had tried several other methods of quitting in the past that were unsuccessful. The people affiliated with Go Sober are very generous and compassionate. They put in countless hours and selflessly work very hard to ensure your success in the program. They were very accommodating to my schedule and my time. The end result of this 8-week program is that I am no longer a slave to alcohol. The chains have been broken, and I haven't felt this free for as long as I can remember. The simple things in life that used to make me happy actually bring me joy again. I am so grateful for the Go Sober program and the people that help run it.
Reset your life. Call Go Sober 303-827-4837 or visit gosober.org.
All right, people, let's get to class. Okay, thank you. Hey, Charlie, what's that book you've got there?
It's my Bible.
I don't think you're allowed to have that here.
Actually, Mr. Kiley, he can. It's totally legal.
Bring Your Bible to School Day, Thursday, October 6th. Learn more at bringyourbible.org. Plus, register for a chance to win a free trip for 4 to see the Newsboys in concert and meet the band in person. Bringyourbible.org. Bring it, share it, live it.
This is the Experience Pros Radio Show. Got an opinion or want to ask us a question? Email radio@experiencepros.com or message us on the Experience Pros Facebook page, and we'll interact with you live on the show.
You know, I get it. Sometimes we all want a deal, right? We're strapped. There's only so many resources and only so far the money can go. And of course, we really encourage all of our listeners to check out experienceprosdeals.com, where we search all around for the best deals for you, bringing you 40 to 90% off the retail price. And of course, if you have a deal you'd like to share, you can post your deal for free and earn advertising bucks for your next radio advertising campaign. But sometimes being cheap does not pay off. It does not pay the bills, and it makes people not want to do business with you. So we brought in our expert, how we can stop looking so cheap, stop being so cheap. Pam Atherton, speaker, talk show host, media mogul, our favorite kumquat. And I am so bummed that Eric's not here to interact with Pam Atherton, but follow her online at acloserlookradio.com. Pamela, dear, welcome.
Hello, Angel. How are you?
I am doing great, Pam. How about yourself?
I am doing fine, and I got to tell you, I'm the bargain queen. You know, I know where all the bargain alerts are. I know where the deals, the coupons, all that kind of stuff is, and that's cool. I get it. And for our businesses, we should be conscious of money and our budgets and all of that kind of stuff. But it's quite another thing when you're trying to bully people out of a fair price or try to get something that has a lot of value for free, because it speaks volumes about you and your character and, of course, ultimately your business, right?
I agree. And I think there's a lot of industries that feel on the receiving end of this. You know, people always asking them, you know, you're a photographer. Can you do it for free? I know you're a webber, you're like, computer fixer, like whatever it is. Can you just look at it? And I think there are certain industries that are really susceptible to being on the receiving end of that.
There are. And, there are a lot of ways that people try to get by going on the cheap. And the first one I want to talk about, and anybody who is a specialist in their field has encountered this. I know you have, Angel. I certainly have as well. That's the let me buy you a cup of coffee so I can pick your brain ploy. Right? Have you heard that?
Oh, countless times. And what ends up happening if I do fall for it, Pam, is I almost always end up buying my own coffee.
They leave before the bill comes, right?
Right. Or we go to a place where it's like buy your own, you stand in line first, and I end up having to get my own coffee. I buy you a cup of coffee, and I buy my own coffee. We're already off on the wrong foot.
Because, your years in the industry, your time studying and researching and your expertise, it's worth $3, that $3 of coffee that you're ending up paying, right?
Right.
Yeah. So don't put people on the spot and ask them for major advice for $3. I mean, respect their learning and experience. Ask them, how much would it be to buy an hour of your time? You'll probably find that most people will give you more than that hour or advice that they don't normally give on their first consultation. But you're respecting their expertise and you're saying, you know what, your worth is more than $3. Because what happens when you say that to somebody is what you're saying is your need to pay the rent isn't as important as me to keep extra dollars in my pocket.
Oh.
That's not cool, is it?
No. Wow, that's powerful.
Yeah. Now, there's a first cousin to that ploy, and it's called "You're well known and respected in your field. Can you give my name to one of your contacts?" Have you heard that one before?
Yeah, and you get it a lot on LinkedIn too. People I don't really even know very well. I see you're connected to this other person. Can you make an introduction? Thinking, I don't really even know you that well. How am I going to introduce you? Thanks.
So I want to tell you a story because this just happened yesterday. I have a friend who is a speaker. She's very highly paid. She does about 100 gigs a year, and she's in the 5-figure per speech range. Okay, so that tells you how good she really is.
Yeah.
And so
can you introduce me?
She's written 2 best-selling books. Yeah, she's written 2 best-selling books. She's smart as a whip. She's always researching the industry, and she's always bringing in new content. So she emailed me yesterday, and she said, "Oh, I got this email," and she said, "I don't even have any idea who this guy is. I've never talked to him. I've never met him or worked with him, and he apparently has seen me speak." Okay, so that's kind of weird first, right, as you get an email from somebody you don't even know. Now, let me read you the email she forwarded.
Okay.
I have heard you speak at several blank association-related events. I see you will be in blank town, because I don't want to give it away who it is, as well as me. I want to pass along my son's resume. He's a recent graduate at the University of Blank with a master's in communication and marketing. Any help, suggestion, or passing the info along to a friend would be greatly appreciated. I think he's great, but I might be slightly prejudiced. What? She doesn't even know this guy. He saw her speak 2 years ago. She's never met him, never done business with him, but he wants her to send the son's resume on to people that she knows.
Yeah, because we're now going to be in the same geographical space, and this is what we do, right? Because that's not inappropriate. That's not crossing the line.
No, what process lets you think that it's okay to trade on somebody's name and expertise and to ride on their coattails? Right. What makes you think that's okay? Now, lest you think this is an anomaly, I can assure you she texts me and emails me this once about every 3 months. The exact same thing. I've been at events with her and had the same thing happen, where people have walked up and said, "I saw your speech. You were fabulous. Listen, I'm a speaker too. Could you give my name to some of the people who hire you?"
Wow.
Now,
wow.
So, and I know.
Okay, so first of all, like completely inappropriate. You haven't earned that space. They don't even know you. You haven't validated or put anything into it. But Pam, how I get myself so like flabbergasted when somebody asks me something of that nature, which you should not even be asking. This should not even be a question. But now I feel like it's my responsibility to somehow reply back, train you in the etiquette. And yet I just want to say, are you nuts?
Right, exactly. Now, she's very good about being able to say to people, I don't know that I can help you, but if you join the Speakers Association, they'll be able to get you on the road to get more speeches.
Oh,
so she'll say something like that. I don't even know what she said to the guy about the email.
About the resume.
Maybe, I don't. Yeah. What do you say to that? But basically, let's put it in other terms. You go to the doctor and you say, look, I think I may have broken my leg. Can you set it for me? And I'll tell you what, I'll buy you a Happy Meal for your trouble.
Yeah, or could you just meet me at the coffee shop and look at it and do some work on it? Because I don't actually even need to come to your office.
Yeah, bring your ace bandages with you. Right? Because the fact is she probably makes more than a doctor does an hour. So it's basically the same thing. You're asking her to set your leg for you.
Yeah. And why is it that people have, they do. We have certain industries. If we go to the doctor, you pay for that. If you go out to a restaurant, you pay for that. We get it. But then somehow there's like this little button in our brain that turns off because I meet you, maybe a coach or a speaker or a photographer, and we just go, oh, well, you'll just do this. You'll just do this for a couple or you'll forwarded my son's friend's cousin's resume, right, out and help him get gigs, right?
Right. And see, when you buy me a cup of coffee so you can pick my brain, I know at that point that I will never take you on as a client. Because if you won't even pay me for advice, how much of an effort am I going to have to expend to get you to pay your bill when I invoice you?
No
and
kidding.
What else in you?
No kidding. All right, well, Pam,
what business are you trying to do on the cheap?
Pam, stick with us. We're going to talk more about Stop Being So Cheap with Media Mogul award-winning media trainer Pamela Atherton. Look her up online at acloserlookradio.com.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no...
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. I want to thank all my listeners at 1690 AM. That's KDMT Money Talk, where you'll hear me every weekday afternoon at 1 p.m., where I'll tell you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. And that means that the stock market is going to collapse. That's right. They don't want you to know that, but it will. And I will let you know when. Join my gang, Phil's Gang.
Phil's Gang with Phil Grandy. Weekday afternoons at 1 on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
What's for dinner?
You're exhausted after a long day at work and a heck of a commute. The last thing you want to do is cook a meal. You need Chef Curry's Cuisine. Chef Curry's Cuisine can make family dinner fun again by preparing home-cooked meals by a local Denver chef. Chef Curry will do the shopping, cook 2 weeks of Monday through Friday dinners, provide the packaging and cleanup too. All of Chef Curry's meals are made with the freshest ingredients, and you get to choose them from a large variety of proteins and sides. So, next time you hear,
What's for dinner?
You can say,
Chef Curry's cuisine. No more hassles, just healthy, fresh meals for you to enjoy. Visit chefcurryscuisine.com and get details on weekly menus, along with brand new catering options for your private parties or office functions. Or call 720-404-2798. That's 720-404-2798. Go on, add some spice to your meals. Start with Chef Curry's Cuisine.
Financial words of wisdom with Market Wrap host Mo Ansari.
Don't tell me technicals do not matter. Of course they matter.
Let your winners run, cut your losers quickly. Being hyperactive is just as bad as being a Holden Hoper. Middle of the road is the answer, and that's what you need to do.
It's helpful financial food for thought on your drive home with a host who tells it like it is. Market Wrap with Mo Ansari.
Weeknights at 6 on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
How about kicking off August with some fresh, clean carpets? Stop putting off getting your carpets cleaned. I know you want to, and you think it's outrageously expensive. Well, it's not, and it's totally worth the money. Call out Zero Res Carpet Cleaning Company to clean your carpets with our patented empowered water technology cleaning process. Your carpets are going to look brand new again, especially if you have kids and pets. You probably have spots and stains everywhere. Empowered water technology is eco-friendly. It's safe for your kids and pets. We don't clean with any harsh soaps, detergents, or toxic chemicals. If your carpet is cleaned with those things, you're only attracting dirt to your carpets. Call now and get the August special. 3 carpeted areas, pre-treated, cleaned, and sanitized with the empowered water for just $129. See? Affordable. Call us today. 303-471-5150. 303-471-5150. Or go online and book your job at ZeroResDenver.com. Mention you heard the $129 deal on KNUS. Zero Res, the right way to clean.
Are you excited for the new film Ben-Hur in theaters August 19th? You'll be even more excited if you win $5,000 in the Ben-Hur Dash for Cash sweepstakes. One lucky winner will take the grand prize, and 25 others will win tickets to the movie and other special promotional items. Don't miss the epic story of revenge, redemption, and forgiveness from producers Roma Downey and Mark Burnett. You can buy tickets and enter to win the sweepstakes at benhur-forcash.com. That's benhur-forcash.com.
You've heard of the show Shark Tank, but you need to be aware of the real sharks out there. To grow your business, you need money yesterday, but the banks aren't helping. Hard money lending is the answer, but look out. There are sharks in the water. Attorney and CPA Steve Replin will help you navigate the waters, avoid the sharks, and best of all, get you the money. Avoid the chum. Check out hardmoneycoaching.com. 303-322-7919. That's 303-322-7919. The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a business revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin story of great customer service by using the hashtag FanBrag or calling the Fan Braggin hotline at 855-FAN-BRAG, FANBRAG. Now back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Good morning. Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show, where we're talking with Pamela Atherton, of course, award-winning media trainer, speaker, talk show host. Find her online at acloserlookradio.com. Look, we get it. Sometimes you just need a deal. You just need a break. But are your cheap activities making you look unprofessional? Pam, thanks for hanging out with us.
You bet. I love talking about this kind of stuff because sometimes people do these things and then they don't think that they're doing them, or they don't realize the implications of doing them. And you pointed out as we left, we first talked about the let me buy you a cup of coffee and pick your brain ploy. And so the other one you mentioned right afterwards is somebody asking you to work for free because, well, it's just your time anyway, right?
Right.
So I get this. I get it all the time for voiceover work. After all, you're just spending 5 minutes reading into a microphone, and then could you add some music to it? And, maybe take those 2 sentences and make a really compelling commercial out of it? It's what I do for a living. So you're asking me to do thousands of dollars of work, but you're saying to me, but it's just your time. And again, I want to repeat that phrase that I used. What it's saying is, my rent isn't as important as you keeping money in your pocket. That's what you're saying to me when you ask me to do this stuff for free because, after all, it's just my time. But my time is my money. Isn't it yours too, Angel?
It is absolutely. And, and I think they probably think they're the only one. Everybody else is paying you, but, we've got a good relationship. I mean, I've met you. We've gone to networking events together for years. I mean, we're Facebook friends. Don't I get like the Facebook friend discount?
Exactly. And in their mind, the concept is, well, it's just your time. But what they're forgetting is the years of study that you did, the cost of the specialized software that you're using to look as professional as you're using. Let's say this is for a graphic, your creative and artistic skills. That gets lost in translation in all of this. Or like you mentioned, somebody to take photos for free at your event. Well, it's just your time and there's no cost for film because it's all digital now anyway. Wouldn't you do that? Photographers get asked that a lot, don't they?
Absolutely. I think that, probably do-it-yourselfers, start these home projects, a little home plumbing project or something with electricity, and you screw it up so badly, you have to have somebody come in. You have to have somebody come in and fix it. And I remember hearing this story one time about, it was probably like an electrician. Somebody had screwed it up so badly, finally called the electrician. The electrician comes in and switches one button. He's there and done, in and out in 5 minutes. And, and here's my $500 bill. And he's like, $500? You were here for 5 minutes. He's like, why? Well, how is that worth it? He's like, I knew which button to push. Right? I have the skills. I have the training. I know exactly. And that's what you're paying for. You're not paying me for my 5 minutes of time. You're paying me for my skills and expertise in years and years of perfecting my craft.
You're paying for the result, and that's what people forget. They sometimes will say, well, you just made a phone call. Yes, but I saved you $10,000.
Yes.
And so that's the thing we have to remember is you're paying for the result. And I know you and Eric get this all the time, and that one is being asked to be entertainment at an event. Mm-hmm. And here's the zinger. They've paid the caterer, they've paid the printer, they've paid the event venue, but they're not paying you because, after all, it's just your time. Why?
That one always gets me, especially at an event. You've got a budget. You've got a budget for everything, but not the speaker or not the entertainer. How is this? Why is this okay? And for people to expect it. Yeah. I have some friends online. You see them, and they're kind of on a soapbox, kind of on a campaign to tell people stop working for free because you're ruining it for everybody else. If we ever all want to be paid and valued for the service we provide, then we all need to, lock arms together and say this is a valuable service that we all provide.
Right. And the thing is, if you're working on a budget, there are ways around it. You can offer something in trade if it's worthwhile. So, for example, maybe if you're having an event, you can offer a booth to that person at the event. Or maybe you can promise them 2 referrals for another speaking gig. Or massive publicity in your newsletter or your store or on the radio, just not a logo on a poster because that logo on that poster is not worth the amount of time that you're putting in. So be fair about it, but you can find ways to do it at a little less by offering something valuable in trade. And then that's okay.
Isn't that funny? We're like, yeah, we'll put your logo on our stuff, right? Because that doesn't, and you send me the logo. Yes. You send me the vector proof, whatever. Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. So what that again says to us is if you don't value us for our time, then how can we value you as a customer? So we aren't going to necessarily, it means you're going to try to chisel everybody. So why would we want to do business with you? And then the third way, I'm in a few private and secret groups on Facebook that include entrepreneurs. And this is a way that they get on the cheap. They're saying, hey, does anybody know of a program that does graphics, removes backgrounds, has templates, free stock photos, that's free? Well, that makes me crazy because somebody developed that program, and shouldn't they get paid for using it? And, yes, you get a light version sometimes for free, and then you should upgrade when you pay more. It's a marketing strategy. But when you have a business that needs good graphics, and frankly, shouldn't all businesses use good graphics, you should be willing to pay for the program because it's an asset. It's worth something to you. And when you use the free version, it's often branded or watermarked with the program name. And guess what that tells us? That tells the you and me of the world when we see something with that branding on it, that you're too cheap to spend money on your business. And what does that tell us? That you're not in the game the whole way, that you're going to cut corners. And that's not the kind of company I want to work with. So you see how that way of being cheap affects you doing business.
Right? People don't want to invest in you. You haven't invested in you. And so asking others, right, consumers, vendor partners, power partners, you haven't invested in you. And like we started it, there are places you can get deals and cut corners, but asking other professionals to to give you of their time and expertise to give you the results that you're looking for and not be willing to compensate them. I saw a post this morning. A gal is doing a trade show and she needed her assistant fell through, so she needs some last minute help. And it was cute the way she posted it. She said, I'll pay you either $15 an hour if you want cash, or it's jewelry. She has a jewelry booth. I'll pay $25 an hour in jewelry. And you know, if you would prefer the jewelry, you can actually get $25. And so here's a way that, you know, she could actually save some money. I can pay you in jewelry because I have inventory, and I'll even pay you a little bit more, the value. Or if you need the cash, I can do that too. But we can be creative in the ways, and we do have to be, because I think as a small business owner, there's so many expenses going out the door, right? We're designing, we're creating, we're inventory, we're research, development, marketing, all of that. And so it is smart to be
budget conscious.
Sure, but not to the impact that you're actually making yourself look like you're not worthy of doing business with.
That you're saving money at the bottom line of bothering somebody else's pocketbook. Yeah, that's wrong. That is. And you know, the cousin of that one of going on the cheap is to hire underpaid labor for something in your business. Asking someone to do a logo for you for $25 or one of those online places for $5. You know, sometimes you luck out and you get something pretty decent, but that's not the norm. And you know, you think, oh, I'll do a contest maybe. We'll give somebody who wins $100 and we'll get all these entries. But again, what you're saying is, we don't want to pay you your value. We want to see, you know, what you can do for us. So, or maybe that speaker you got for free or $100 that doesn't engage the crowd, so your event suffers. And we think a business or a company that doesn't strive to be the best, why do I want to do business with that company that thinks good enough is good enough?
Right.
So you need to start thinking of the things that you do. And are you asking people to give away their valuable assets for free? Because guess what? That reflects on your character and it reflects on your business. Do you want to be the guy who wants to be known as, oh, he always wants something for free? Because that's how we end up thinking of you when we keep seeing this.
Well, don't be that guy. Follow Pam Atherton. Pam, you've got some incredible radio interviews that you've been doing. I've been seeing some of the newsletters come out, some great guests that you've been having on the show. How do our listeners follow up with and stay connected with the fabulous Pamela Atherton?
Thank you. Well, they can go to acloserlookradio.com, as you suggest, or find me on Facebook, Pamela Atherton. Let's connect there. And if you need a speaker to come in, if you need some workshops done, I'm doing a workshop in Truth or Consequences, New Mexico next week. Give me a call. Let's set something up. We'll work on marketing or media for your business.
I love that. Truth or Consequences. Can you post that on or send it to me? I'll post it on our Facebook wall.
I absolutely will.
Right?
I'll do that.
Yeah, we've got some people down there who might want to come and check out Pamela in live and in person instead of just here on the radio. Of course, you get to hear her on the radio here every single month with great advice on growing and marketing your company. Pam, I love chatting with you again. I know Eric is bummed that he missed his conversation with his favorite kumquat, but he'll be with us when you come back next month. How's that?
Sounds great. I love that. And thanks, Angel. Appreciate being on here all the time with the Experience Pros.
I love it. Check her out at acloserlookradio.com, acloserlookradio.com. Pam has actually come into town a few times and done some workshops. If you ever are in a space where Pamela Atherton is speaking, run, jump, I was going to say steal a car, but I can't recommend that. Get there any legally way possible. Don't ever miss a chance to hear Pam Atherton in person. Check us out at experienceprosdeals.com. And remember, tonight we're hosting our networking event at Fox and the Hound from 5:30 to 7:30. Happy hour networking for business professionals.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
The U.S. stock market's on the brink of collapse. World currencies will soon freeze and devalue, and gold will hit $10,000 per ounce. So says New York Times best-selling author and economist Jim Rickards in his latest book, The New Case for Gold. Hi, my name is Adam Barata. I'm the managing director at Advantage Gold. Advantage Gold is on a mission to warn everyone about the massive risks facing all investors right now. And that is why Advantage Gold is giving away Jim Rickards' latest best-selling book absolutely free. Call 800-900-8000 right now now to get your free copy. That's 800-900-8000. In this book, Jim explains how loose credit has created massive asset bubbles, why central banks are no longer able to prop up economies by taking on more debt, and why demand for gold will soon spike worldwide, driving the gold price to as high as $10,000. If you care about your financial future, please call now. 800-900-8000. That's 800-900-8000. My name is Adam Barata. We are Advantage Gold, and your future is safe in our hands. 800-900-8000.
Advantage Gold has the highest ratings according to TrustLink, with a 100% 5-star rating.
Did you know that every dollar you put into a piece of real estate makes you money 5 ways? Cash flow, money in your pocket each month. Equity capture, the thousands of dollars you create when you have the right team and buy the right property using the right map. Appreciation. Real estate doubles in value about every 10 years. Equity buildup. Renters pay down your mortgage each month. And finally, the tax advantage. We pay almost no taxes on our cash flow and capital gains. These are the 5 ways we make money in real estate, which is why real estate accounts for more millionaires in the world today than any other investment vehicle. You should have some real estate in your portfolio. To learn how, attend one of our free workshops. Call 1-866-971-8970 or go to 5wayswemakemoney.com and register for the next available workshop. That's 866-971-8970 or go to 5wayswemakemoney.com.
Let's talk about America's Wellness Clinic, where they are addressing 2 of the greatest concerns today, especially as people get older: health and financial well-being. Feeling perpetually unfocused, sluggish, tired, or exhausted? For about the same cost as a daily cup of coffee, America's Wellness Clinic offers applications that can boost blood circulation, enhance energy, reduce stress, manage sleep, help mental acuity, and give regenerative abilities for sports and work injuries. Over 100,000 Americans die each year from adverse prescription drug reactions. America's Wellness Clinic provides a simple test that reveals which prescription drugs will work best for you. Soon, America's Wellness Clinic will be providing a non-invasive cancer predisposition test, analyzing 31 genes linked to 8 of the most prevalent and devastating cancers. And what about your financial well-being? The professionals at America's Wellness Clinic provide continuous seminars and information about reverse mortgages, insurance, tax and estate planning, long-term care, college funding sources, alternative investments, and much more. Let America's Wellness Clinic provide you with sensible health and wealth solutions. Call 303-985-4604 or visit them online at americaswellnessclinic.com.
My name is Mick. I was a drinker all my life. When I retired, my drinking became a daily habit. It even affected my health. My brother was having severe health issues because of alcohol, and it really scared me into action. When I heard Go Sober on the radio and their program of outpatient treatment, I knew it was tailor-made for me because I'm the sole caregiver for my wife. My experience at Go Sober changed my life immediately. The trainers and counselors were really great people. There was always someone to reach out to for support or guidance. The best part is the medical infusions eliminated the alcohol cravings. Now with my life restarted, I'm not just happier, I have a sense of joy because my spirit is eager to express my happiness. Call Go Sober. They could be the restart for your life too.
Reset your life. Call Go Sober 303-827-4837 or visit gosober.org.
I woke up last night to wind and hail. The wife was screaming. The kids did well.
Look at our roof.
They cried and cried.
The outside of the house is now inside.
The ceiling caved in.
Ew, insulation. Everything's leaking.
Everyone's freaking when my know-it-all neighbor came over and said,
"You know who I like."
Who?
Golden Spike. Hi, this is Spike McCarthy, and our promise to you is roofing done right to the last nail.
Call Golden Spike Roofing when your roof needs a fix. 303-942-1386. Golden Spike Roofing.
revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. The Experience Pros, America's home for positive business talk.
The following portion of the Experience Pros program is sponsored in part by Job Creators Network.
You are the lifeblood of the American economy, the small business owner. You may have one employee, 10, 20, even 50. And if you are working harder and harder to keep your business going. Ever increasing taxes, ever increasing regulations, and ever shrinking access to capital are making it tougher than ever to grow your business. And no one is out there fighting for you. No one is out there educating the public and elected officials on the local, state, and federal level about your struggles, about your concerns. It's been said that small business owners are the lifeblood of the economy, and it's true. And it's why our economy is hurting, because you're hurting. That's why I'm proud to be working with the Job Creators Network. They were founded by entrepreneurs and business owners just like you. Business owners who believe that the best way to fight back bad government policy is an educated public and educated public officials. If you're a small business owner and you live in the Denver area, I urge you to join the Job Creators Network for a great free event on August 29th at the Hyatt Regency Denver Tech Center at 8 a.m. You'll see and hear some great small business owners from right here in Denver fighting for you, speaking for you, with real-life solutions to your real-life problems. If you're a small business owner, you need to get to the Hyatt Regency Denver Tech Center on August 29th at 8 a.m. and bring somebody else who also owns a business. We're going to do this thing together. We're going to find support in numbers. To learn more about Job Creators Network, their Bring Small Businesses Back campaign, go to defendmainstreet.com. That's defendmainstreet.com. You can register for the event. You can also find it on our website at Experience Pros, also on our meetup Experience Pros, but it's Hyatt Regency Denver Tech Center, August 29th at 8 a.m., and we will all see you there.
And how much does it cost for me to get in?
That would be nada.
Nothing.
It is free, totally free. It is for business owners, a group for you to come and get and just be educated and combine our voices together into one, because right now we're so fragmented.
Yeah, exactly. And small businesses account for 50% of the jobs in the U.S. and 2/3 of the new jobs that are created in the country. And that means the small businesses are the lifeblood of the economy. And this is a chance to connect with the other small businesses, to network, to have your voice heard. All of those things, all those government rules and regulations that you wished you could change, this is the opportunity, and you get the opportunity for free.
For free. And it's a Monday morning. It's not all day. It's just the Monday morning.
Yeah.
And it's kind of this little bonus week in there, the way August falls as well.
Yep.
So, it's not going to take away a lot of your time.
No, you could show up in the morning and then, show up to the office with donuts and they'd be happy.
Donuts, and everybody would be happy.
I'd be so happy that you came.
Yeah, right? So join us August 29th. For the Job Creators Network event. All right, so fueled by Fan Brags. Of course, you can leave your Fan Braggin stories by dialing 855-326-2724. That's our 855 toll-free Fan Brag number. You can write your stories on our website group as well, or our Facebook group as well, called I Care About. Great service. But lift somebody up today. America is hurting. People are hurting. We're struggling. And it's just really nice to know that somebody else is noticing when we offer them great customer service. So call us and leave a recording just like this.
This is J.P. Krause with Squeal Rum doing a fan brag. I just got off the air on my interview with the Experience Pros, Angel and Eric, and within 30 minutes of my interview, I received an email from a distributor for a new state that I'm not in on the East Coast, and that can only be done with the visibility that Angel and Eric bring you. This is my testimonial. Fan brag to Angel and Eric, how awesome they are. They get it done. They make you visible. They help you. Take it from me, JP with Squeal Rum. They know what they're doing. They are the pros. They are the professionals. Contact Adam. Contact Cher. Contact Angel. Contact Eric. You want to be part of the Experience Pros. I'm a success story. I'm telling you, you don't want to miss out.
That's JP from Squeal Rum, Black Spiced Rum, award-winning, started right here in Denver and now just being distributed in other markets as well. Nice thing about the Experience Pros radio show, yes, we broadcast live from the Denver market, but we're syndicated in stations all across the country. Of course, you can listen online as well. We have it all podcasted. You never miss a show, but our goal is to make you visible, to help you grow your business. You do what you do best. right? Let the marketing of the Experience Pros team come to work for you. So
and help you grow your business.
And we will. I mean, that's what we're here for. And we have a very unique program, unlike anything anybody else offers. You can read about it at our website, experiencepros.com. But because of the power of the radio, because of the power of social media, online and offline networking, the community that we've created, we have it all in there for you. So I encourage you to check it out. Of course, meet us tonight for a sample at the Fox and the Hound from 5:30 to 7:30 for our happy hour networking for business professionals.
Ah, yes. You had me at happy hour.
Happy hour.
Yes.
All right. The secret to long-term customer loyalty?
Ooh, now, long-term. That is the thing, because you get almost 80% of your business comes from 20% of your customers.
Right.
Yeah. So long-term business is a key for growing your business.
So the secret is an easy return policy.
Wait a minute. They're supposed to buy the stuff that they like. Why do I want them to return their stuff? And why in the world would I ever want to make it easy for them to return their stuff? Why does that help me keep customers?
They say you'll foster loyalty. An easy and transparent return policy creates a high level of trust and comfort with your shoppers. I read, while I was on vacation last week, I read the book, The Nordstrom Way. Which, and they have the
It's not a catalog?
It's not a catalog.
Oh, okay, I thought it was going to be a catalog. Okay.
They have,
This is the way to get dressed. This is the way to prepare dinner. This is the way. Yes.
They have the friendliest return policy. Now, they don't tout it as, it's not big billboard going down the highway. It's not, big in their windows. There's not signs all over, we want you to return stuff. But they just make it super easy to foster that trust with the company. Now, they said, do we have a few people that take complete advantage of us? They borrow clothes, wear them for a season, and then return them? Of course they do.
Of course.
That's not what this is designed to. And you don't want to create a policy that polices your customers and making them feel like they're the enemy.
Okay.
But if you've got connection, you're paying attention, you know the ones that are going to take advantage of you, right? But they say that the whole idea of trust, and there's a department store here in town that you have to return within 30 days.
Really?
And I tried to return a dress once, 31 days late.
And?
I couldn't do it.
Seriously?
I haven't shopped there since.
Yeah.
I'm just done. I'm sorry. As a consumer, I need to know that, and I didn't wear it. Tags are still on it, right? It was 1 day late beyond their little policy. They wouldn't budge on it. I'm like, that's okay. I won't budge either.
Yeah,
back into your store.
Yeah.
So
what is the lifetime value of that customer?
Right. So convenient. Make sure that it's easy for folks to return stuff to you. You'll create long-term customer loyalty. All right. Well, that's 3 hours in the can. Positive Business Talk. Getting your Wednesday going. Smile more. Hug somebody. Share the Experience Pros Radio Show with somebody that you know. We'll see you tomorrow.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com. This is the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact the Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or contact them on the web at experiencepros.com or on Facebook and Twitter at Experience Pros. If your customers love you, we want to know you. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
KDMT Arvada, Denver. We're all about money.